All right, we're here. It's Deck Devastators 8, Day 2. If you're in the chat, let me know. Actually, I need to tweet out the link for the stream. Or I don't know about tweet it out, but I need to post it places. So, yeah, could have lots of great matches today. Here are the current standings as we sit here after 7 rounds. There will be round 8 and then top cut, top 16. Let's see here. Gonna go ahead and post this in the Edison format Discord. And somewhere else as well. All right. So yeah, could have lots of stuff. Samu, currently on challenge, it says second place. I think the tiebreakers aren't quite that good in the actual calculations, but either way, Samu could be the first person to ever win 2 different Deck Devastators events. I think Samu's also topped at least twice before, so could be 3 or 4 tops for Samu in the Deck Devastator series. Could get a first ever win for Glads in Deck Devastators. That could be cool. Yeah, Rhynide. Good point. Any stream likers around here? You know, I know that Sack Phase will be popping off if Javi can win. Marcus, are you rooting for any decks specifically? Let's see. We have a bunch of consonants. We saw them playing frogs yesterday. Chill Phil on Lightsworn Vayu. Hybrid or Giga? Well, actually, Marcus, I think that both of those have a pretty good chance. There are multiple hybrid players who are still have a chance at top 16, and I believe there's also multiple Gigaplant players still X2 or better. So that's pretty cool. I think there's an X1 hybrid and an X1 Gigaplant player. There's also 2 Amaryllis players that are still in the tournament. Soul Scissors, actually, I don't think there's any actual Lightsworn, but there is a Vayu Sworn. So, excuse me. We should be starting in about 2 minutes with round 8. And then it'll probably take me a couple minutes after round 8 completes just to double check the calculations that I'm doing for top 16 to make sure that nothing is bugged or anything. If you're new here, I have to do my own calculations for top 16 because Challenge has a really poor system for how they calculate Buchholz. Because the Buchholz that they do, when one of your opponents that you've beaten drops from the tournament, it counts all of their subsequent matches as wins for you. When really those should just count as nothing. So because of that, if you play people who then those people you played, if they drop early, that ends up helping you, which doesn't make sense. So because they have that weird like bug in the system, I have to go fix it on my own in an Excel spreadsheet. What's better, Vayu Sworn, Twilight, or Pure Lightsworn? I think that's actually quite a matter of opinion. If I were going to play any of those, I would probably play Pure Lightsworn. But I think Pure Lightsworn and Twilight have both had a lot of success, and Vayu Sworn probably to a lesser extent. So I think Vayu Sworn, just like based on what people have done in the past, Vayu Sworn hasn't had a lot of success, I don't think. Whereas the other two have had more success, yeah. if you go all the way back to RBET2, there were two British players that topped with a Vayu-Sworn list where they transition sided out of, I think they transition sided completely out of the Vayu stuff into a pure Lightsworn, or maybe it was the other way around, but that was interesting. But since then, I don't think we've seen a lot of major success. Oh, and I just realized we are at the time, so it looks, I'm going to check. I think they may have just started. Yep. Okay. All right. So let's get right into it. I want to check out. Right. I agree, ProStorm. That's why I wouldn't say that it's worse. I wouldn't say Vayu-Sworn is definitively worse, just that it doesn't have the results of the other two. So, you know, it's hard to say. And personally, my my preference would be to play pure Lightsworn or Christia Lightsworn. So I want to see if we can get Django. Yes. This match, these two players are both X2, and I think they're on some pretty interesting decks. So we'll check this out. There's a Gigaplant. I know Marcus was excited. So we have a Stratos and a Gigaplant currently. With a Supervise, okay. Probably, well, almost assuredly bring back the Lone Fire here. Immediately tripping that off. Are we getting, what is this, Copy Plant? Could be? What are we going? We could go Nettles. We are going Nettles here. Could just make Stardust revive the Gigaplant. You're just gonna have to find that out, Rail. Oh, we're going for Brute Drago. Are they asking to read this card? Okay, nothing here. Supervise, getting the Gigaplant. And we're pitching a second Gigaplant to hit the back row, and it hits a Mirror Force. That's crazy. That's so crazy. For Upstart, I guess going for Brute Drago there does kind of, I think, hint that you have another Gigaplant in hand. Wow. So this is a really good start for the Gigaplant player, Django, here. Yeah, and like I said, both these players are fighting to get into top 16. I believe they're both X2 currently. So Heroes versus Gigaplant currently. This is a fair amount of back row for the Gigaplant deck as well. Into a Dust Shoot. Wow. What's everyone in the chat thinking? Are we rooting for the heroes or the plants? Also, make sure to like the stream so people can see the finals today. Finals of Deck Devastators 8. I mentioned it earlier, but we could see Samu. I believe there's an ocean going back. We don't get to know the rest of the hand. Samu, I think, is maybe the only person with a chance to be the a 2-time Deck Devastators champion. Tim, I'm not sure currently if anyone's joining for comms, but yeah, then I think plants and heroes are both fairly cool. It's nice to get a little bit of a reprieve from the birds. I think we'll definitely be seeing some birds in the top 16. So, yeah, we can normal Gigaplant here. Soul Scissors. There's been a lot of innovations with Gigaplant decks, and deck's been pretty alright, I think. So we're just gonna get another Gigaplant out of our grave. It's kind of interesting to not go for Lone Fire there. We don't bring back Lone Fire or Nettles. I mean, Nettles maybe not, but Lone Fire you would think if they're playing the Titanial, you would go for that. Pitching a Miracle Fusion. So with the Raigeki break, you gotta think this is frogs, right? Put back the ocean, and the hand was pretty hero heavy. This is not looking good for the frog hero, assuming frog hero player. Okay, so we do have Prodigy, very much looking like frog hero. I mean, okay, that's actually pretty strong. You want to hit the Gigaplant that has been normaled. Let's see if the back row could be some kind of discard trap. Or it might walk. Okay. So you trade 2 for 2, but you're also stacking a Gigaplant that wasn't... Well, it would have gotten crazy value next turn if you didn't get rid of it. Okay, so... and there's the big reveal. Those are some Gemini cards right there. That's pretty funny. It's very funny that we played that much of the game one without even... We played almost all of game one without even revealing that it wasn't Gigavice. Ethical Gemini monsters. He has to playing Sparks too, like Gemini Spark. You would think. You would think that there'd be a Gemini Spark in the deck. It's unfortunate that Gemini Spark doesn't work with Gigaplant itself, even though Gigaplant's like the best Gemini. So that was a pretty crazy duel, and we saw the Gemini deck. The Gemini deck took game one over Hero Frog. But yeah, we'll have a chance to see how they respond. Ultimate Offering is insane too. Barely even got used. Sam, I don't really play Melee that much, but I do watch it a lot. I watch almost every Melee tournament, just kind of as a spectator sport. What round is this? This is round 8, the final round. Wow. Set a monster in set 5. Chain Burn or Gemini? God dang. That's funny from Heather's Real Dad alt. Yeah, animatic. I was thinking the same thing, that it could be a card like that. Okay, you don't have to worry about MJAR if you just Monarch the monster. Right? Smokescreen into Gladiator Beasts. There's a decent chance we'll see some Gladiator Beasts in top 16 as well. Oh, it's just a Sengen. This could be really, really problematic for Django. Okay, we do have a monster. So the Gemini, this thing's annoying to attack over, right? I guess it doesn't have the effect yet. Wait, what? I wonder. I guess, are they afraid of Wabaku is why you don't attack here? Right? Because it doesn't get its effect, right? Yeah, you could Ultimate Offering summon it in response to the attack. That's kind of crazy. That's a good point. Yeah, I don't have a lot of experience against Gemini. I never thought that's not something I considered. Ultimate Offering summon a monster that's already on the board as like a battle trick. This thing is actually extremely powerful when it gets its effect off. Can you redeclare? That's a great question. I don't think so. Because I'm pretty sure the thing that changes a redeclare is if the number of monsters changes on the field, and you would still have. Well, it could be. I don't know. Maybe it's a treat. I don't know. That's a good question. Because I'm wondering if you replace one monster with another, would you be able to redeclare? Which I would think yes. But I think it's if it's treated as the same monster, then you would not be able to redeclare, I don't think. Like, choose whether or not to redeclare. Yeah, with Soul Scissors, with Offering, you could, yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought, Sophocles. It's the number of monsters, I thought. So are we thinking in response to Offering? This card's Gemini effect is actually so good. Corleonismo. If you check the Edison format Discord, I did post the standings after round 7. Probably the best place to check. No response to Offering. Okay. You have to do a lot of communicating. Oh, that hurts. Compulse the Valkyrie. And have they... You can just use Ultimate Offering to summon it back out. That's pretty big. It's funny. You wouldn't expect Compulse to be good in Gemini unless you have Ultimate Offering. Real My Dad, as far as I'm aware, no. I don't think the Machina Hero variants made it, but I did see a couple different versions of Machina that seemed to be doing all right. So, yeah. Not attacking into a potential Gores is interesting. I wonder if they have a play here. Or no, that was main phase 2, wasn't it? That was main phase 2. We attacked with Gemini Soldier that turn. Okay. If you negate the resummon of a Gemini monster, is it not considered to ever be on the field? Like if you solemn it or something? That's a good question. I can't tell you what would happen there. So this Gemini Soldier could continue to get value turn after turn. This is kind of crazy. I have heard that can be a little bit tricky. That this can be a little bit tricky for frogs, this matchup specifically. I think I guess like Gemini Soldier is a problem, and the plant stuff is definitely a problem. Okay. Now you can't or maybe you can. You can Gem Spark this? Because it can be level 4 or lower Gem Spark, right? So you could, but you wouldn't get any value hitting a Treeborn, so not much of a point to do that. Yeah, Sunny. You might be able to offload the UOs. Actually, Sunny, we're seeing Gemini have success and Ultimate Offering Frogs with the um, Sphere of Chaos. That's another deck that's X2 currently. So we got two decks that are X2 playing Ultimate Offering. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's only level 4s. You can't do level 2s. That's interesting. Why'd they have to hurt our level 2 and 3 Geminis like that? I mean, I understand Gemini Spark is an insane card. Oh my god, the Lone Fire. This is huge. You can actually, yeah, you can bring out Gigaplant and then Ultimate Offering normal summon it to bring out Lone Fire. This is so huge, actually. The Ultimate Offering being glued to Django's hand, probably for this entire tournament run, because, like, this card is just insane in Gemini. If you find it, you really do get to combo to an absurd degree. This is pretty massive. You couldn't get another Gigaplant, right? We know that they're playing two. I don't think you would side one out. So you could get Gigaplant again, normal summon that Gigaplant. Yeah, I think for decks that play Ultimate Offering, it has to win you the game that turn, which we've seen kind of from Gemini here. And we saw it from Tim Pontes when he was playing the Ultimate Offering Frogs, where he literally just won the entire game, OTK'd the turn he had offering. Stomatia, as far as I remember, I don't think there are any Lightsworn that have a chance to top, actually. Yeah, there's a Vayu Lightsworn. I forgot that. So, what do we make here? You could actually make Goyo Steel Treeborn. Just to keep them off of... But we know about a swap in hand, maybe? Is there anything better we could do than that? Maybe Urukizas? No, we're just gonna hit for this much. I find that pretty interesting. Yeah, it's true. There are a lot of decks playing Trap Stun. So maybe now we make Goyo. Or maybe we saved Valkyria because we have a Gem Spark set. That would make a lot of sense, actually. If we have a Gemini Spark set, we might have wanted to keep the Valkyria around. I wish Brute Drago... Oh, we don't... Oh, maybe we're waiting on the Gem Spark and we have it. Well, for the Drago, you'd have to discard, right? Oh, it has to be Spell and Trap. Drago. Pop. Yeah, this couldn't pop Gorus anyway. But yeah, it's interesting. It's a shame that this card is so expensive. This would be a nice reprint. This and Iron Chain. Those are the cards I'm begging for a reprint right now. What's the back row here? This Gorz is enormous. Without this Gorz, this game might have been functionally over. Brandon, I think plant decks can sometimes give Vayu a tough time. Weirdly, I don't know, it's tough with the deck devs. It's not as true as it would have been, but if you don't find deck dev, I do think gadgets are weirdly tough for Vayu. Something to keep track of is that the Ultimate Offerings have put Django really low in life. Some of these back row have to be... One of them might be Road. We saw set 5 on turn 1. I even wonder a little bit if there could be maybe a little resurgence of Flamvel, because I think Flamvel into Vayu is a pretty solid matchup. The way Fire Dogs, if you leave a Greffer or Armageddon Knight in attack, or a Hamster, set Hamster, Fire Dog just kind of does really, really great into all of that. So, and just being able to make like spam level 8s can be tricky for Vayu to handle. But yeah, I don't know. I think Flamvel would be a pretty interesting meta call. So swap sending something. It seems like Django doesn't have much defense and may have gone through a lot of the gas here. Probably need to find, what is it, the butterfly? The Gemini butterfly card might help here. Okay. We can get Reinforced Truth. That, on our turn, we can attack over the Treeborn with it and summon something out. And the thing we summon out could maybe be the Blazewing Butterfly. Yeah, Sunny. I think Flamvel is positioned pretty interestingly into this meta. I also think Flamvels are like kind of fine against Blackwings. A lot, like if you open Dog against, you know, Bora, Shura, you force a Kalut, or you just get into a really, really great position if they don't have the Kalut. True, we need the Sphere of Chaos reprinted. Or not. Or everybody can go buy Sphere of Chaos. This is kind of a crazy duel here. So Brute Drago can run this over. You can hit with Butterfly. And then Butterfly can bring something. Or just try and do 1800 here. Very interesting. The weird thing with Gemini is a lot of the back row is like not actual defense. You have like Reinforced Truth, Ultimate Offering, Starlight Road kind of stuff. So sometimes you just have to stare down 5 back row and say, I don't care. Yeah, true. If you're playing the GK, the Gravekeeper cards with Flamvels, could be interesting. And I think our Frog Hero player might be... I wonder if they're holding on to some Miracle Fusions, trying to find a hero, and unable to. We're setting... Oh, setting 3 in Frogs usually is a bad sign. Oh, gosh. What did we hit? Miracle, yeah. Like I was saying, I think that there might have been some miracles involved there. This is looking really good for Django, the Gemini player. Chance to make top 16 with Gemini. It will be hard. You'll need good... you'll need some good tiebreakers, but... Mirror! Oh, missed! Oh, like we said, the Starlight Road was there. Like we said, Starlight Road set early. You can't bottomless that. Oh, I think they know that. They're just revealing. Okay. It's like you can't bottomless the Starlight Road because the Stardust comes out as Chainlink 2 and then the Mirror Force result. Okay, so this one was real. That's an interesting one. Imagine Kaya's Chain Iron Wall. Or actually Miracle Fusion Chain Iron Wall. Both of those would have been insane. I actually don't think there was much of a shot. Yeah. With this being the back row, I think Django had this locked away pretty early. Wow. Wow. That was a pretty incredible game from the Gemini deck. Really cool. Glad we got that on stream. And if you want the Gemini's in top 16. You'll have to hope that the tiebreakers go well. So let's see here. We can check in on... I want to see Snorlax and Randwop. I don't think we've seen either of them in the tournament coverage that we've had so far. And they're both probably going to be in top 16, I think. Or at least one of them will. I do think that's kind of a tough matchup for Hero Frogs. Like some kind of random... so we're 1-1 with Gemini. I do love Compulse in the... Or 1-1 with Machina. I do love Compulse in the Machina deck. Yeah, no problem, Nick. Oh, Nick, are you NC Hammer? Yeah, Gemini potentially getting top 16 would be pretty awesome. Flashy is on Vayu King. Ah, tough stuff. Cold Madness. Ah, you hate to see it. Bubbled, yeah. Are there any decks unexpected, possibly topping other than Gemini? Let's see. Well, I don't know if you count Gigaplant as being unexpected, but there's a very good chance Gigaplant could top. I think there was a 6-1 Gigaplant player, and even if they lose, there's a chance they top with tiebreakers. I don't know if Machina counts as unexpected. Actually, the person who was in second place and was facing Samu Pusteno in this round is on a pretty exciting deck. So we might check that out if they make it. Probably also making it in top 16. So yeah, we do have some interesting stuff in this tournament. Oh, Gladiator Beasts probably going to top if Javi wins. So for sure, lots of interesting stuff. I would say there's a lot of Vayu, a little bit of Blackwing, mostly hybrid, I think, for the Blackwing decks. A little bit of Frogs, and we've seen all kinds of Frogs between Ultimate Offering Frogs. That would be maybe unexpected. Fishborg Frogs, multiple Fishborg Frog decks, Hero Frog decks. But I would say mostly Vayu, a fair bit of plants, maybe some Amaryllis has a chance. Gigaplant, a little bit of Quick Draw, but not as much. Ooh. Prison is a really good card to hit Fortress with. Right. Yeah, Sunny. And this is something I really love about Fortress. When you Fortress pitch Fortress, you don't have to worry about, one of them is guaranteed to go to the grave, and then you don't have to worry about the Prison Bottomless hitting the one that you pitched for the first Fortress. It's a really good feeling, I feel like. Yeah, Sam. Martha's an interesting one because I feel like Marth, as a character in Melee, apologies for everybody who has no idea about Melee, but I think the interesting thing about Marth is that you actually have to learn all the different matchups, because I feel like the matchups get played so differently compared to, like, if you're a great Fox player, you can play a lot of the lower tiers kind of the same way, whereas with Marth you have to, like, actually know each character pretty well in order to have a good game plan. Wasn't Marth terrible in Brawl? There's another Compulse. King Ray, Flashy is on Vayu. Oh, Marth was high tier in Brawl. For some reason I thought Marth was bad in every game except for Melee. Hey, we have the Glad Beast fan in here. Hey, Sackface. Unfortunately, Sizzle, I think there's only like 1 or 2 Glad Beasts that are X2 at this point. It's crazy because I think we had like multiple undefeated Glad Beast players in round 4. And then, by the time we're here in round 7 or 8, I just saw your comment. by the time we got to round 7 or 8, they've really pruned down. But I still think we will get a Gladiator Beast in top 16. That would be my guess. Yeah, Brandon, I remember a long, long time ago, Beast Mode and I hosted a Beast Mode Circuit series with Soul, who won one of the RBET online events. And Soul was playing Machina with triple Compulse and I think like 0 Prison. Just like the only defensive traps Soul was playing were triple Compulse. That was and I think he was playing Trag in that deck. It was a very weird build, but maybe you don't agree with the triple Compulse, but he was one of the first people who was really committing to the Compulse in the main deck and showed the power of it in that tournament. Bontoon, the prize for this tournament, well, first of all, the top 8 will get invites to RBET Rulers, but in addition to that, there will be winnings, depending on how many donations we get, to the, you can DM me on Discord to PayPal me donation toward the prize pool, or you can super chat in the stream, and that money also I'll throw that into the prize pool. So if you want to contribute, feel free to super chat. Another way you can contribute is just by liking the stream, draw more people in, more people excited about Edison. Real Edison, not what Konami tells us to do. So, yeah. So, yeah. I know some people say that Vayu can struggle with Machina. I don't have a strong opinion on that matchup. But I know someone was asking what decks Vayu can struggle with. And I think Machina is a interesting matchup for them. It feels to me, I feel like Vayu is just a stronger deck because you care less. Yeah, you don't care about you don't have cards like Cyber Dragon or Oppression that can really hurt you as much. And, you have bombs. That actually leads perfectly into what I was saying. And Vayu has bombs like Dad, Return, and Deck Dev. Wow, this is actually OTK? That's exact game. Wow. Right right as I was saying that. Wow. Well, there goes a Machina player. There goes one of our beloved Machina players. I agree, Masha, but I think like Vayu wins by dropping bombs, but that's why the deck is like 30% bombs. Like at a certain point, you just have to, accept the fact that's just what the deck is. Its identity is the bomb deck. Where am I going? We want to check on here. Ooh, that's actually very interesting. Looks like, yes, Frog Monarch versus Glads. And that was just game 1. They're only in game 2 now. Glads looks like they both had a turn and passed. Or Javi had a turn, looks like did nothing. Icarus had a turn, did nothing. Javi had a turn, activated Respite. From what I can tell. Yeah. Did we miss anything? No. Okay, this was all game 1. It looks like a deck dev got activated. No, that can't be a deck dev, can it? Oh, it's Reckless. This is Reckless. Gadget underplayed for being Orless. Yeah. Icarus on the breaker tech. I kind of like that for Glads. The tricky thing here is if you do activate it, you make it weak to Laquari. Interesting that Heavy Storm is even in the deck for Javi. That's extremely strange to me. Very weird that Heavy Storm is in the game against Frog Monarch. But I do know that some Frog players do play traps, but are the Soul Exchange, like heavy lad versions, are those ones playing traps too? Hey, Sunny, Javi got this far with Respite. It is discouraging for the Gladiator Beast player that they lost game one of this matchup. You would think that this matchup would be one where you should take game one almost all the time, and then games 2 and 3 are your tough games. Interesting. Brandon, the Reckless is from game one. So this is obviously the downside of using Breaker's Effect. You know what? Maybe Javi said, I'm going to set Heavy as a bluff so that your Breaker weakens itself and is weak to Laquari. Maybe it's big brain. Well, the nice thing about Respite is you can do this with it. That's like 80% of why I think you play Respite is just so that you can do this play and plus on an empty board, you know. Can you not get back Respite with a quest? You can. It says Gladiator Beast Respite, yeah. Instead of just Gladiator Proving Ground. Imagine if it was Gladiator Beast Proving Ground. That would be an insane buff to Glads. They don't need it. Is this the same Sasha that won the RBET in Indianapolis? Do I have that right? Sasha Egger? Ooh, this is a powerful... This feels better than going after any of the individual back row, honestly. The Thestalos. Oh, congrats, Sasha. Yeah, that hitting Tiger feels really good there because that means they can't. Any Glad plus Tiger gets you to Murmillo pop Thestalos. I'm kind of a fan of Thestalos lately. I like that because people know how to play against frogs. They try not to commit cards. I do kind of like Thestalos just being like punishing you for playing correctly against frogs by not committing to the field. Yeah. Thestalos is kind of one of my faves, I have to say. From when I was a kid, this is probably my favorite Monarch. I had this one in Mobius and maybe Grandmarg. And of those three, Thestalos is my favorite. What's the matchup right now? This is Frogs versus Gladiator Beasts. In fact, it's funny because these two decks are very similar to what you might have encountered at the actual SJC Edison in 2010. And notably, the Glad deck is playing Rescue Cat with the correct text. Are we going to bounce the Thestalos to hand? Interesting. I'm kind of surprised you bounce because they're both going to have 1,000. It's either 1,000 defense or 1,000 attack. I think you'd rather have 1,000 attack with a Thestalos in hand than the other way around. So I'm kind of shocked that that's what happened there. Yeah, Sunny. I played a little bit of Reaper format before it was completely taken over by Cyberstein. And when I was first playing Reaper, I was playing a Soul Control deck with Soul Exchange. And I have to say, Cold Wave is huge. I feel like in that format, early Reaper format before people were playing Cyberstein, Grandmarg was really nice because everybody was playing Recruiters. And you could also Grand Mark on an empty board and not have to pop something of your own, just for damage. So I like Grand Mark. It always holds a special place in my heart. And it was kind of like it was almost like Caius. This is stretching it a little bit, but I liked that usually the back row was set and the monsters were set. So Grand Mark did give you a little bit of an option to choose back row or monster. Yeah, Sasha, there is actually a lot of hand rip. There's like a Thestalos as well, in addition to Reaper. It happens a lot. I've seen cold wave in GBs before. Like if the hand is like Prisma Test Tiger, you absolutely cold wave here, right? But guess not. So now there's a Thestalos that can just get flipped up. We were gonna go cold wave for one of the. We were gonna cold wave for Call the Haunted, I guess. This hurts. Oh wow, wow. This is game over, isn't it? This is game over. It's literally over, because you cold waved yourself. Wow. I mean, could you not have solemned the dust tornado there? He might have, with the crow too. Interesting. I feel like Javi maybe had this. I mean, this is hindsight 2020, of course, but in retrospect, it seems like he absolutely needed to solemn the dust tornado there to make sure he could actually make a play with the Call of the Haunted. Right? Am I crazy? Right. You can go Cold Wave, Chain Koth. If they dust on the Koth, you have to solemn that, because you just have to, right? But they're gonna, yeah. I think you just have to. Oh, if you solemn the dust, you can't Koth. You can't do it. Yeah. You can't. You're right. That messed everything up. Wow. The dust tornado won that game. The dust tornado completely won that game, because you can't solemn the dust and still Call the Haunted. That's interesting. And you also, yeah. Huh. There's not really anything you could have done there. Wow. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. That was an insane dust tornado, actually. That dust tornado was absurd. And we're getting really close to the end here. I wonder if they're still playing. They are. So I think this is the final match. Oh my god, what is this? Gigaplant with UFO Turtle versus Vayu. We're staring down in oppression. Both players really low on life here. And we're in game 3. Wow, that was such an insane dust tornado. Yeah, Brandon, that was like an insane hit with Dust Tornado. An absolutely absurd hit with Dust Tornado. Wow. So just damage. Just the 600 over does it. Wow. Really far for NB on Gigaplant. Extremely close to topping here. Game 3, round 8. But Vayu takes it here. Just from the pure damage, it appears. Man, it's crazy that we're looking at like a Black Rose and Grave. Like, this looked like a crazy duel. It's a shame we didn't get to see the full thing. So yeah. Let me do something real quick here. Oh boy. Da. I'm gonna put up a video. Well, let me actually check. So that should be everybody here. This one was won by Icarus. Maybe we have all the, looks like we have all the results here. Yep. All right. So yeah, we're gonna have to get people to wait. I'm gonna do some calcs here and all that. So in the stream, just chill out for a little bit. Maybe you can witness some of the madness that I do here. Close your eyes if you don't want to melt like you're viewing the like you're viewing the Ark of the Covenant in Raiders of the Lost Ark. So I could throw up a little, I don't want to do that because I don't want to reveal. I was going to say I could throw up a replay of a match that happened in this tournament, but I don't want to reveal people's cards too much. So if they, especially if they could be in the top 16. Oh gosh. Did this work? That doesn't make sense. Let's undo that. All right, this might be a little bit. Let's go in Dueling Book and I'll try and find something interesting on here. A game on here that we can check out. Sure. Here's some Edison gameplay for you guys. We got Hero Beat versus Lightsworn. There you go, Lightsworn fans. Let's pull this over here too. I'm going to be doing stuff on the side here. Yeah, that makes no sense at all. Some of this stuff is strange. So yeah, sorry chat, gonna have some dead air. If I had a co-commentator, they would be going crazy right now with the commentary. But unfortunately, I have to do some finagling with the sheet. Make sure that everything is correct. Mm-hmm. Okay. Looks like the Hero Beat is going crazy over here. Maybe. Did they just activate heavy? I missed that. Looks like, oh, we're solving at pretty low life over here. So this looks correct. So far, this all looks correct. I'm gonna have to figure out where it's going wrong. Yeah, that is just not correct at all. Ooh, I may have found it. May have found it. Did this fix the whole sheet? Let's hope it did. No, did not. Did somebody just have a buy in round 8 and that made it strange? Uh-oh. Let's find another one to for you guys to watch while I'm away. Okay, back to here. It's like everything's messed up from this. I think from like a buy, which I don't know why that's messing it up when I input this data. Let me find that. Very strange. Okay. You know, I don't know if you're here in stream, let me know. Would you like me to just end the stream and start it back up again? Or do you want me to just like focus on this thing and just kind of watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels in silence? Up to you guys. Because I do have to figure out what's going wrong with this sheet before I can figure out who even makes top 16. Let me find something in here. What's going on? How long until tops approximately? I have no idea. Because I have to fix this sheet, and I have to diagnose what's wrong with it first. Okay, we're in game 1 here. So I'm going to be pretty quiet doing this. It's like everything is offset by 1 exactly. And I don't just want to remove that until I know why that's happening, because I could create a bigger problem for myself. But yeah, every single pairing is like offset by 1 where it's not supposed to be. And it looks similar to if somebody just had a buy, but maybe that's not what it is. I can try this. Maybe this is what I did wrong. Oh yeah, that was it. I think I found the issue. Once again, having 215 entrants was more than we've ever had, so does this cause an issue here? If I do this, if I scroll up here, XXXXX, which is probably fine, maybe? I think that's going to be fine. If you just have those X's in there. Because what does this one do? Splits by that. That seems pretty good. Okay. Let me just check the round 1 to make sure that they're the correct matches. This looks correct to me. Let me go over to round 7. Let's go to round 8, actually. Remember those. Did Samu play Chill Phil last round? I thought Samu played somebody else. Let me check that. Samu played against... Chill Phil. Okay, so that's real. Okay. Arno played Flashy. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. We're going to have 0 undefeateds, by the way, going into top 16. Yomero, we already have that one. But let me just check in here. Make sure this is correct. This looks to be the correct thing. I found the issue that I encountered. Getting close. I'm just trying to be extra careful here, because I don't want to take somebody in top 16 out of top 16 when they earned it, you know? Okay, yeah. So from here, we can go to the final standings. Let me zoom out to here. Actually, let's go to here. Wait, that shouldn't be right. Oh, what is this? Why are these not updated? Why is this not updating? Oh, I have to do the challenge standings. That's weird. But I can do that. I can copy and paste that again. Apologies for the delay and everything, but you get to watch some Yu-Gi-Oh! On the side there. Now maybe the final standings will be correct. Okay, that looks right to me. I believe that is correct. Wow, it's actually crazy. I think we're going to have 8x1 and 8x2 people. Yeah, there's 8 X1s and there's 8 X2s. It's kind of interesting, actually, because every single X1 is going to be paired against an X2, which is strange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 1 I don't know if that's ever happened before. Just gonna triple check something real quick. I want to make sure that the calculations are accurate. So we have, yeah, that's 12 plus 9 is 21, plus 9 is 30, plus 18 is 48, plus 21 is 69, plus 21 is, what, 100? 69, wait, did I say 69? Plus 21 is 90. Plus 18 is 108. And that's the number we have. So yeah, it looks correct to me. So that means I will just get to work on the top 16 thing. It's top 16 challenge. Let me post this for the tournament organizers. Let's go here. And gonna work on the top cut. Participants, let's add them in bulk. And I think that's good. Let me look at the bracket here. Yes, that looks good to me. So I can I think the challenge is updated, so I can reveal that now. Sorry for the wait, everybody. If you've been patient, you will be rewarded now by seeing the top 16. I guess I'll just hit start the tournament. Oh my gosh, we have some crazy stuff. We have some crazy matches too in this top 16. That looks good too. And let me, well, yeah, first I guess I'll just show you everybody. Here's what we've got. Here's our top 16. I'll go by standings just so you can, if you're learning based on the stream. I don't know why it has them all ranked. I guess that makes sense, actually. I'll go back here then. So yeah, you have Arno Piano, Sky is seed 1, Sky Noon, Vita Bauer, Shankillian, Flashy, Sofa Chord, Evil for Life, EC, ZH, Legacy Javi, Ranwap, Mr. Sippy, Samu, Vuli, Icarus, and Tim Pontes are all the top 16. And I will go ahead and show some of this for people who might want it. I'm going to show people in the Discord. I'm going to post the bubbles. Okay, So I'm gonna hit start the tournament, and they should be able to begin as soon as they want. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, we can start watching. Sorry, stream, I was not able to pay attention to the chat during all that, but this is an insane match. This is an insane match. This is crazy. We have Gladiator Beast, we have Amaryllis, we have Gigaplant, I think. Samu's still in it. We got Tim Pontes. That's a frog mirror, but Offering Frog versus... Oh man, I kind of want to watch the Offering Frog so bad. But Arno Piano's also on an insane, and first place through Swiss. Oh man, there's so many good matches here. What do you think? Would you rather watch Arno Piano, who's on Jinzo, or Tim Pontes on Ultimate Offering Frogs? It's up to you, chat. Have to watch Arno? Okay. We'll do Arno. On Jinzo. Gemini was Django. I don't think they made it. Okay, we're watching Arno Piano, Jinzo, OTK. I don't know if they're in game yet, actually. I don't think anybody is. I can be persuaded with a super chat. If you really want to watch somebody who's on this list, you can always super chat and we'll watch that match. Okay? I'll have to go with the first one because once we start watching a match, it's going to get locked in. But if I'm not in a match, I will just go with, the super chat, whoever wants to watch, because ultimately the super chats are going to go to the winners anyway, and everybody's going to benefit. So if you have a strong preference, you are able to exert that preference. Yeah, so this is exciting though. I'm kind of rooting for Samu. I want to see, I want somebody to have to earn it by beating Samu, I want someone to get deep into the bracket and they're going to have to earn the championship by taking it away from Samu's hands. I think that'd be pretty hype. Silph Accord with Amaryllis is awesome. I think that's really cool. I think somebody in here is on Gigaplant. I'm pretty sure. I can actually look on the side. I have a message though I need to focus on. Let me just make sure I don't miss anything. Arno is not going yet. They are able to go if they want. I don't know if they were told that yet. All right. Is this one going yet? Okay, I don't think any of the matches are going yet, which is strange. Well, this one is, this is a tournament match, and this is a tournament match. This is a tournament match. This is a tournament match too. Okay, I'm gonna, wow. This is insane. Somebody in chat, please let me know when Arno. Oh, Arno is Kai Banani. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, well, I'll go check on that one. If they've started, hopefully. Kaiba. There we go. Thank you. Oh, they just started. Awesome. Oh, Randy? What's Randy's Discord name? Ryanide. Sherm, Javi is still in, I think, right? I'm pretty sure. Oh, I don't have a bracket. I should have a bracket command, but I don't. Damn. I can link it. I'll try that. I'll try and link it in the YouTube chat if I'm able to do that. So Skynoon just starting with a T set here. And we've got leading off with gear frame. That's pretty nice. You know, on the prediction video, I did say that I thought Jinzo was kind of fake, but, you know, being number one after Swiss kind of proving me wrong. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, so this should be the... Okay, I think I posted a link in the YouTube chat for everybody. Can I pin this on here? Can I pin a comment thing? Maybe not. Can't figure out how to do it. Anyway, if you're looking for the bracket, it's posted in the chat. So I think it's correct to just kind of build a board against Jinzo and rush them down if you can. But we do know about a fortress. I wonder how many, if any, of these will deal with the fortress. You do have a bottomless or a prison that could protect you pretty well. Yeah, Prince. I mean, clearly, if it's this far, you would think that Jinzo has to be pretty real, especially in the hands of a good duelist. Oh, true Nate. Bye-bye, all your interaction. Bye-bye. We know there's a fortress in hand, right? So this is insane, because if you just get fortress on field, crash with Stardust. Oh my god. This makes it seem like it's going to be even crazier than that, right? Caius? Caius on Stardust. And we know there's no Colute because we just bounced every card to the hand. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. That's a pretty good response here, while still threatening a fortress at any time. I'm shocked this Jinzo deck is doing it like this. Oh, and Jinzo. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Oh no. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. I can see how Jinzo got so far. This is crazy, right? It's a good thing Jinzo Returner is actually a machine. This card would be so bad if it were like a psychic or something. Wow. Wow. Right? Right, Cecil? Isn't this ridiculous? Oh, that's game one. It's just over that fast. That is just over. That was pretty insane. Imagine DDVing your opponent and they drop Jinzo Returner and summon Jinzo. Would that work? If it's sent to the grave, it's destroyed and sent to the grave. I guess that would work, right? It would work, right? Wow. This deck only works on DB because the coding is crap. IRL, this deck bricks so hard. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. Maybe maybe you should have to shuffle really, really good in person. You need to have the freshly cleaned sleeves straight out of the box and then shuffle like 10 times. Maybe that's the trick. Yeah, I can't. That was such a quick game one. You know, we might finish this match. We might finish this match and then still be able to watch another matchup that we were interested in. All right. So Jinzo is also playing Breaker, which is interesting. Maybe sided. Oh, actually, I should be able to tell everybody. Yeah, Sean Killian, I think, is facing a really cool matchup, too, if I remember correctly. I always. I've never seen a bad Breaker. You know, maybe every deck should just main deck Breaker. Have you thought about that? Yeah, I can, somewhere in here, I can tell you the decks that all made it in the top 16, I believe. So, we have Jinzo Machina is in top 16. We have Hero Frog, Viterbo, Viterbo, Viterbo. I believe this one is Frog Monarch, Viterbo, Gigavise, Viterbo, Viterbo, Offering Frogs. What else is there? Oh my god, this is insane. This is a lot of damage. Is there a Gores? Do we have Gores for this? There is. Oh my god. I've never seen this on Dueling Book. I've only seen it IRL. I can't believe people play this on Dueling Book too. Oh no. That is a huge, huge Gores. Oh, okay, here we go. Blackwing is another top 16 deck. Emervillis, Fishborg Frogs, Gladiator Beasts, and Blackwing, I believe. Is Blackwing or hybrid? It is Blackwing. I believe regular Blackwing. This is interesting. There were a couple hybrid decks, but looks like the standard Blackwings had better tiebreakers or something. Made it into top 16. Lots and lots of value decks. Samu won game one. Cold Madness, do you know who Samu's playing against? I can't remember. I guess I could look at the bracket if I wanted to, but... Yeah. DQ'd for playing Chibi Gores. In Blackwing, right? I'm fairly sure this is a Blackwing deck. It's kind of interesting to play Gores at all in Blackwings. I mean, I know I've heard of it before, but... 6 Vayu, Giga, Hero Frog, Frog Monarch, Junk Frog, Fishborg Frogs, Blackwing, Amaryllis, GB, Jinzo Machina. There's at least 2 Blackwing, I think. Ryan. I think there's 2 Blackwing. Yeah, I've had people use this card on me at locals, the Chibi Gores. Yeah, there's 2 Blackwing, I think. So there's actually 4 different frog decks? That's kind of crazy. Yeah, Vuli's on Fishborg Frogs, I believe. We had a couple of decks that were on Fishborg Frogs to some extent. There was Fishborg in a frog deck. I never know how to, is it Forgs? Is it Dream Frogs? I just call them all Fishborg Frogs. You can work it out yourself in the middle of the match. Okay, Minecon on Hamster. That's pretty cool because you should be able to get some real pluses off of this thing. True, Ryanide. This one has, what is it? 1350 attack? He got halved. I do wish that they would go ahead and just release all kinds of alt art cards, because why not? Genuinely, why not? Especially for Edison, it's not that hard. It's not hard to actually figure out which cards are what. Hopefully everything's running smoothly. Is your locals already adhering to... No, absolutely not. Chaos Envoy. My locals is going to run Edison until they're explicitly told they are not allowed to run Edison. Coincidentally, or maybe not, but my locals is run by the people who actually helped Keegan at the RBET Indianapolis. We actually, the store manager, I think, ran that. We had also one of the owners. So yeah, I'm fortunate enough to have a locals that is really committed to actual Edison. And I think, other locals can follow suit if they are able to, if they want to. So maybe if you have a locals that's running Edison, just let them know that you really do care about playing the game the way the cards were designed to be played. And yeah. Samu is versus Forgs. Well, yeah, I think Cold Madness, maybe they sided into Forgs? I don't know. What people call Forgs, I'm not up to date with. I just call anything with Fishborg Forgs almost. They're all the same to me. Basically, Forgs is... I'm running Fishborg as my, finisher win con card and not heroes. That's what that means to me. Oh, wow, that's a huge brain con. Tier 1 are safe. I don't know anything about that, honestly. I couldn't, really... I don't know what tier 1 means. I'm not plugged in like that into actual OTS stuff. Are they going to pop their own card? That's crazy. Because now it's game on board? Yeah. That's a cool play. Wow. That was cool. I like that. I like the use of that Icarus there. Ryan, yeah, you'd have to talk to people who play those formats, as far as I'm aware. You still have problems with the erratas, I would expect, from 2012 onwards. Like Red Ice Darkness Metal being errata matters and stuff. But yeah. So if people want to play, maybe if they're going to host time travel at a regional or at a YCS, people want to play those later formats that are not affected very much, more power to them. But for me, I really love Edison. I enjoy GOAT. That era, I'll play a little bit of redo here and there, but yeah, I'm probably not gonna enter any Edison events at the quote unquote tier 2 events that Konami hosts. So I have no idea, Jing. I have no idea. This is not the final Edinho. This is game 3 of the top 16 round. I should put that on here, actually. Thank you for reminding me. I should have had that on this entire time. So we got a Deck Devastators logo. We're in Deck Devastators 8 here. Let's put this over here. Does this work? Sure. Maybe. Actually, I can... Uh-oh. It's a mess now. How do we undo all of that? Let me do this real quick. I'm going to put top 16 here. Why are they all like that? Let me just put this here. Move this one over here. That looks good enough to me. All right. Ooh. So did we hit oppression? I may have missed this. Did we hit oppression on Future Fusion here? Oh, no. Future Fusion, I don't know why that would be banished. So now we can Future Fusion? Question mark? There we go. Hopefully that's good enough. Where are the bracket for this tournament? Joey, if you check the chat, I don't know how to pin anything in chat, but I don't know if you can search a chat message for Snack. I posted on Snack the bracket in the YouTube chat. Maybe someone else in YouTube chat can help you. But it's also in the Discord somewhere, I think. I would assume. This was definitely a tough tournament to make top 16 in because there were 215 people. You could put it in the deck dev logo. Put what in the deck dev logo? Pinned the tournament. Gotcha. Thank you, Pearly. Yes, edisonformat.com Discord, which is the Discord that is hosting this event. Okay, we're sending 2 returner and presumably another Jinzo. Maybe 2 Jinzo. There might be a Jinzo in hand. We will be able to revive 2 Jinzo because we sent 2 returners, though. Samo 1, okay. Hello, Cesar. Yeah, we're doing the Future Fusion stuff. I'm shocked that this deck is going this far. Like, this deck is X1. Currently in top 16. And with a chance to earn an RBET Ruler's invite. Jinzo. Very, very cool. And I'm excited to do a little top 16 rundown after. I will probably be posting a top 16 rundown either tonight or tomorrow. Oh my god, I think we saw this in round 1 or 2 where they oppression or where they avericed into like Future Fusion Dad or something, right? Or no, was that a different deck? Am I remembering incorrectly? Didn't we see Avarice into Future Fusion Dad against like Carpath? Yeah, good point, the man. You saw it coming. This deck might be real. This deck might be really, really real. That Kendrick Lamar song. I'm real, I'm real, I'm really, really real. That's what Jinzo Returner is singing. You know what? Let me tell you. Jinzo Returner is going in the thumbnail, baby. For the top 16. This is like really, really. If you can summon a fortress here, you play through Kalut really well. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Can we summon another fortress? From hand? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's over. It's over. It is so over. This is game. This is game. Even if you have Gores, it's functionally over. It's functionally over even if Skynoon has Gores here. This is so ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. I'm officially terrified of Jinzo. I'm officially terrified. 1800. Okay, yeah, you have to type that in the middle here. You have to have Gores. Or you have to have Gores. Yeah, this is like, you drop it here, and you can live. It's over. Okay, if you don't drop it here, there's no point. Unless it's yeah, okay, it's over. You wanted to go to 0 LP. That was insane. You don't need anything extra. Okay, as awesome as that was, I have to immediately go and try and find another game because there's so many great games happening right now. I want to check out... I don't know if their name is the same on here. Vider something. It looked like a German name. It was in here. Weidebauer. Sean Killian. I'll try and find Sean Killian in here. Don't see it. Maybe it's not reported yet. People do still need to report their stuff. We have Pontus still going? Okay, this is a frog mirror, everybody. We're still in top 16. And thank you, Chris Marquez, for the super chat. I forgot to say that. Thank you so much. Rich Silverberg, can you find Sean Killian going still? Because if not, then I'll have to stick with this one. Well, Jinzo was Joey's card, right, Slexen? Jinzo was Joey's, and Dark Magician was... I guess you're saying Yugi should have been the one to get Jinzo. But, I mean, poor Joey only had Red Eyes Dark Dragon anyway. He didn't... he needed the help with Jinzo. Yugi already had Summon Skull and Dark Magician. So... we are still watching Edison format Cold Madness. With Jinzo versus Gigavice next round. That is crazy. So, anyway, here's a frog mirror. Julian Weidman. Congratulations. Top 8 with Gigaplant? Gigaplant in top 8? You know, at least Carpath and I predicted that part correctly. We did predict Gigaplant top 8. I may have also predicted Lightsworn in top 8. We don't talk about that. I wonder if one of these back row for Tim Pontus is Ultimate Offering. Everybody in the chat, if you're also on Dueling Book, you know, let me know when matches are happening and stuff. So, you know, I can, like, if a top 8 match has already started, you can let me know and we can maybe follow those too. I can put that in the queue to watch that next. Calisthenics King, it's pinned in the Edison Format Discord. I also messaged it here in the chat. I don't know how to get that to stay in the chat though, unfortunately. I'm not competent enough to do that yet. Although I guess I could just post it again, right? That's not working. That should be the link that I just posted. Christian Urena, I think Sean lost. By the way, Christian Urena, aren't you a really good current format player? Or maybe, I don't know. I've heard the name Christian Urena before. That much I do know. Sean did really well this tournament, though. Yeah. I think Sean got taken out by Gigaplant, actually. Gigavice. Hey, Bad Robot, I haven't seen you around in a long time. In the Edison sphere. Although I think I have seen you on the DB ladder, maybe. Bad Robot. Just a couple YCSs, no biggie. Yeah, no big thing. You were cooking me back in the day. I think we played at locals like once or twice, and I got cooked by the Diva Hero. I think I actually, maybe we played one match where I was on frogs and I was able to summon vanities on you, actually. Speaking of vanities being summoned in frogs, add back the Treeborn. And here's the cool thing about Pontus. This deck is, even though it's a frog deck, with the Ultimate Offering, you can still kind of go off, even under your own Vanity's Fiend. That's really nice. Vanity's Fiend feels way better in this deck compared to most other frog decks, which is already good in every frog deck. That's pretty helpful. Oh. Honor System. Slexen, I don't know. You can check the bracket. I did post the brackets up in the YouTube channel. If you scroll up just a little bit, you can check there to see if Javi advanced or not. Raikou, siding into the Raikou, presumably siding in. Interesting. That's pretty huge. That's a pretty huge card to bring in. I'm really shocked to see this in a frog deck, honestly. Pretty cool. I think... Wow. With the vanities gone, this is starting to look really bad for Tim. Because now you're extremely low on cards compared to the opponent. You need some way to lock them out of the game or OTK them, basically. Yeah. Fraser Smith's OF. I know I've seen Okay, speaking of vanities, now it's really bad. Although, once again, you can use Ultimate Offering to, like, Caius their vanities. So, the vanities isn't as strong against this version of frogs as it is most others. Speaking of subscriptions, subscribe to the channel if you want to see the top 16 deck breakdown, if you want to see statistical breakdown of the entire tournament. We got 215 players, so that's a lot of data that I'll be combing through, giving you the up-to-date information on the Edison format meta, what you can expect at a tournament of a similar kind to this one, and which decks had the most success, highest win rate, that kind of stuff. So stay tuned to the Crow's Nest channel. Hey there, Fraser. Thinking emoji. Okay. Retributing off vanities to summon Sphere of Chaos. Oh wow, I actually did call it. It is Sphere of Chaos. We do know that there's a Treeborn either set or in this 5 cards for Icarus. Do we have offering? Ooh, this junk doesn't even get anything out of the grave currently. Not that powerful of a junk synchron. Hey there, Hydro. Maneater bug set. I think that could be Treeborn, but I don't know. My bad. Oh yeah, Soul Exchange. We already used Soul Exchange this turn. No attacking allowed. This could be Maneater Bug with 3 mill cards attached. I don't know if you're familiar with a little card called Raiko, Lightsworn Hunter. Sometimes gets played in this format. And apparently, even in frogs... Ouch! That might have been Tim's win con right there. That might have been his win con that just got hit with Raigeki Break. Flip-flop. Alright. Yeah. So we're going to know Junk and Sphere in hand. Another Vanities? That's crazy. Nice Soul Exchange. Here's another. Oh my. Double offering. Oh, we're activating. We can activate it for Junk. We can set Junk from hand to stay alive. We could activate it twice, actually. Activate it again to summon out Sphere. And Sphere can't be destroyed by battle. Right? Can't you... Am I crazy? You can Ultimate Offering a second time to summon Sphere, and you would take... How much would you take? You would take 800 plus 500? 1,300 to do that? And then you would still get the search for a Junk, maybe? Man. You hate to draw a double offering in game 3 of top 16 with, like, not enough ways to capitalize on it. Yeah, that's a good point, Brandon, is that Rug usually ends the frog player's turn, But if you're on Ultimate Offering, you can just be like, that's okay, I'll just normal summon again. It does not end your turn. You know, it's not a turn skip the same way. So yeah, you can tribute over to summon Sphere, and Sphere will not be destroyed by battle. But I don't know if that's even worth it. You could tribute Set Sphere, maybe? Just to not take damage? And then the problem there is you're going to have to run over... You're going to have to deal with the flip-flop frog somehow. Oh. We had another card in hand. So now we know the last card in Tim Pontus's hand is the Sphere of Chaos. Okay. So if you're Icarus, do you redeclare, kill the Thestalos? Okay. Lets that go through. Does not decide to set the Sphere over Thestalos. And Pontus needs something magical to deal with this flip-flop frog. And the Treeborn's coming back next turn. One of the Treeborns, at least. What could Tim draw here that would really help? We know Sphere in hand. If we have another junk in deck, and we drew a normal summon like swap, we could go swap, Ultimate Offering, get Sphere, search out junk, normal junk, make Dark End, send the flip-flop and attack for 21. But that would leave us at 400 life points. It's very cool that Sphere of Chaos can make Dark End with junk. But we would have to be on all 3 junks, which I'm not sure that Tim is even on. Unifrog. Now we summon the Sphere. Wait, this is actually good, right? If we have the junk in deck, this is good. If we don't, then I don't know how much it actually helps. But if we have the junk in deck, we can make the Dark End to clear the flip-flop. That's pretty crazy. Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Please tell me we have the third junk. Do we have it? Do we have the third junk? Or maybe we play like Gale or a different 3. I feel like it has to be junk. We do play the third junk. So we could go junk revive Unifrog, which I think you would do. I don't see a huge downside to just reviving the Unifrog. Leave ourselves at 400, but we'll end on Dark End plus defense position Unifrog. It's really critical that Pontus drew something here that he could have normal summoned. Yeah, exactly. Make Dark End. Anyone have any updates on the next round of top 8? We should have... I believe that they will be playing their matches already, too. Oh, I turned away right as we went to battle. Wait, why are we doing this? We just want to clear the flip-flop and make a 5 instead. Use junk to make... Android? That actually, I could see making Android. It gives you a chance for more life points, maybe. Are we just gonna go junk make Android? Maki, we do have plants, no cats. Well, actually, we had a Gladiator Beast in top 16. They were playing cat. So, if you count that, then yes. And I think they were playing cat. Are we making just Android to gain life points here? Go up to 1,000? Any Monarch still just destroys this. That was like a long turn, and like watch Icarus just like bring back Treeborn, summon Ryza, GG. Good question, Kevin Wu. HT19 did play in this tournament. We did have the first ever Deck Devastators champion competing here. In fact, we had a lot of former champions because we had HT19, we had Guari, we did not have Fitz. He was commentating yesterday, but we did have Carpath, and we still have Samu actually. We had Niklas, and I think there's one other player I'm missing who has won. But yeah, most of the champions actually played or were commentating yesterday. That's pretty cool. Double tribute for Gores. Hey, you know what? Wait, now that all the junks are in the deck though, oh, we're gonna set the sphere. Are we setting sphere over? Yeah, okay, that's interesting. So we're hoping to draw a Monarch like Caius. Let's see, Caius would help. But I feel like there's so many cards you're drawing here that are not helpful at all, like Swap. Like, drawing Swap Frog does literally nothing for you. Then again, oh, Sphere of Chaos having 0 defense is so bad. Because Icarus can literally bring back Treeborn, attack with Treeborn, and then attack with Gores to clear it. And if he has any other normal summon, it's Treeborn plus a normal, yeah. Any normal is game here, unless... Yeah, any normal is game, actually. But did not have the normal. Caius is still game, though. Wait. Why? Am I crazy? I feel like this should have been normal summoned. Unless it has 0 attack. If this card has more than 0 attack, I think it should have been normal to go for game there. Because with 500, you can't even activate the offering. Jinzo versus Gigavice is happening. That sounds horrible for both players involved. I still think this Raikou should have just been attacked. Should have been normal summoned and attacked, but does not matter. That was a long match, too. So. Icarus earns the Ribbit Rulers. I mean, it did not end up mattering, so it's whatever. Okay, let's go here. Let's see. Icarus versus Samu. Oh, did Javi lose? Oh, Javi lost. The Glads just missed top 8. Okay, so yeah, Vayu, Frogs. I think this is Hero Frog. This is Vayu, I think. Vayu. Jinzo. Yeah, we're watching Jinzo Gigaplant. We're watching the Jinzo Gigaplant, okay? Because that just sounds really exciting. Ooh. This is also going to be extremely... Let me change the round to say top 8. There we go. Yeah, this is going to be very combo heavy. It's who combos first, kind of. Who combos first and who combos hardest. It's going to be a crazy one. We're putting back the Raikou. Got some German-looking stuff in the chat. Sidra, Gear Frame, Book, Goldsark, Treacherous. And we went Upstart, Hidden Armory, presumably for Mark. I think Hidden Armory milled the DDR and drew into Mark. Oh, they might both be German. That's pretty cool. It's there's a lot of talented German players that enter Deck Devastators. Niklas, who won the last Deck Devastators, is German. We've had there's another German player who got top 8 at a Deck Dev. Got some talented Europeans in this tournament series. That's part of why it's 2 days and part of why we start at noon Eastern is if you start at noon Eastern and then like yesterday we did 7 rounds, it took almost 7 hours. It's like 6.5 hours. If you start playing much longer than that, those Europeans end up playing at like 3 a.m. So it's good to split it into 2 days, giving them a chance to be on the best game. Sophocles, I have to say, I have never given the Gigaplant versus Jinzo matchup any thought. I've never really thought about that matchup at all. I feel like Jinzo doesn't do a lot against Gigaplant, right? Like, they don't really have that many traps that they care about, and they make a lot of big monsters that Jinzo doesn't get over. Also, if they can get a Titanial on field, that can negate the Machina fortress effects when it gets destroyed by battle. Okay, let's see. We also think that there's a mark in hand, or at least I do. Do we have Supervise? Oh, why'd I think Mark? It's clearly, if you go Hidden Armory, it's for Supervise. Supervise, bring back the Lone Fire. This Lone Fire can make Copy Plant for Power Tool. No, we know about Sidra, though, right? We know about a Sidra in hand, and Power Tool can be contacted off. So that's interesting to think about. We're going for it anyway. The Gigaplant will be revived by Supervise. This will be able to search either Supervise or Mark of the Rose. It's crazy that Gigaplant is actually such a good deck. Like, it's completely a viable deck. You know, people talk about Edison. They talk about Edison just being all birds and everything, but we consistently see new things top. You know, Gladiator Beasts were originally thought to be solid, and then I swear we had like 5 years. It was not that long, but maybe 3 years where people were like, yeah, Glads are bad. And then now they're just back. They're completely back. Partially because people have invented all these other decks like Fishborg Frogs, Gigavise, you know, Dragon Turbo was invented. People keep inventing new stuff. Now you have to really worry about Jinzo, apparently. I would not have respected that deck. Plus we had Gemini almost making top 16. Hero Quick Draw, which was not a deck that people played. All right, I didn't see what... Oh, we added a random card. We don't know what got added, actually. Yeah, exactly, Dingo Sig. Now there's birds and broken combo decks. But to be fair, the combo decks also allow you to play Glads. And then because there's so much Glads, that allows you to play decks like Hero Beat, right? So it's kind of like a cycle. Also, I still stand by it. I think Flamvels could be interesting if you're expecting lots of Vayu and Blackwing. And like Flamvels are probably okay into Gladiator Beast if you have the Fire Dog? Question mark. I feel like there has to be a way to build Flamvels where they're good into the field that we currently have. I agree, Accelerator. It's like... Because, I mean, okay, this is gonna be maybe an unpopular opinion, but like, Ice Climbers are currently getting played at an extremely high level by like Nikki, Moth, and they don't even have to use wobbling. Like but it's just such a high technical skill character, where like, so that's one end of the spectrum where it's like kind of a combo deck. And then you also have like maybe Jinzo is Donkey Kong, where it's like, yeah, the punish is just crazy on Donkey Kong, and you just have to play it. Anyway, we're doing some damage, and we just don't care about Cyber Dragon contacting off, apparently. Someone post the Flamval guy. I don't know which Flamval guy we're talking about. I used to play Flamval Cat. My problem with Flamval Cat is it has really bad bricks. Because you have the Magicians and the Herbellums, and you have like Monk. I guess Monk, I don't know. I feel like you're just playing too many cards that you're trying to get out of the deck. And it's like, if you draw them, they're bad. Oh, so which one of these is normal summoned? Is this one, or none of them maybe? Maybe none of these are normal summoned, actually. We also know there's a Book of Moon involved, so it could be... Yeah. Sidra, Book of Moon, and Gear Frame, maybe? Maybe there's another Gear Frame in hand? Question mark? Yeah, Fitz used to play Flamvel Zombies a lot. Yeah, someone post the Flamvel goo. I gotcha. I agree. I mean, like, there might be a weird way to play Flamvels where they're like anti-Blackwing / anti-Glads, where you just like 2 Sidra in the main deck. It also kind of works for anti-machine decks. Like 2 main deck Sidra, maybe a Ryo. I don't know. Just a bunch of high attack monsters with the Flamvel engine thrown in. That's probably not good enough, but I want to believe. I want to believe. We're just eschewing the contact to get our fortress live. I think, yeah, the Gigaplants represent... I don't know. I don't think this is going to be enough. Unless you... This will immediately be able to search a Mark of the Rose or Supervise, which is crazy. Or, yeah. Mark would be really bad. You can also just normal summon this card. We don't know what the back row is, but it's probably not a real trap if we're looking at Treacherous Trap Hole in the Grave. Yeah. Mark, Supervise. Yep. Thinking. It's book. Right. We know about book. So I guess you can book your own fortress if they try to mark it. Or you can book this if they try and supervise it. We're just going to normal summon. And you get prio with the normal as well. Once this Titanial comes out, it's over. If you bring out Titanial, then the mark will go through no matter what. So I think you... Actually, this is just... I think it's already too late, actually. I think it's already too late. I think you had to book before... You had to book this before it got normaled, right? If you book it now, they bring out Titanial, you mark... They would have to tribute off the Titanial. But that's still... That's not quite game. No, that's 48. That's still 48. So yeah, that's bad. You're just dead. I think you're just dead. You're right. Yeah, they would just flip a normal. I think you just didn't have the cards. Yeah. I think you're still cooked here. Bring out Titanial. If it's Mark. If it's supervised, then you're... You know, you're not as in such a bad spot. Here's a question. Can you normal summon a Gemini monster and then change its battle position? I think you can, right? You can flip this up or no? I don't know the ruling on that. Can you normal summon a Gemini and you cannot? Okay. Okay. That's interesting. I think we drew the supervise. I think we drew the supervise. We're just going to allow that. No attack. That's interesting. I find that very interesting. I guess a Gorge does lose you the game and you're in a pretty good spot. Wait. Okay. I don't know. That's crazy. I think they missed on the... They hit the 33% chance and they drew supervise instead of mark there. Because if you have the mark, you absolutely just go for the game, right? I'm not crazy. Oh my god. That's ridiculous that they had. I guess that was just because the Cyber Dragon gets rid of the... Wow. So you summon 3 Jinzo, Cyber Dragon into Chimeratech Fortress, and that's what, 6,800? How much life did they have? Can somebody go rewind in the VOD and let me know how much life Spore was at? Because I think that was 6,800 damage. Oh, no. Because you could have attacked Fortress over the Giga Plant, right? And that would be... 7,200? Yeah, so I think they had 7,200. Wow. He drew the card to stop Future Fusion. That's so unfortunate. Oh, he conceded. I thought it was the other way around. Okay. I see. I missed who conceded. I just saw cards being played, including Future Fusion. And I was like, oh, it must be over. Yeah, I cannot understand German, so this escapes me. But if he hadn't drawn the Sidra, then... Was it still game, though? Couldn't he still have cleared the board? Am I crazy? Yeah, he still could have contact off and ran over the... Or you could have ran over Gigaplant and then contacted off, right? Yeah, I don't understand why you don't clear the board there. I guess without Future Fusion, did not believe in the deck. Very strange. We basically knew Supervise was in Spore's hand. Very strange. Yeah, that's why I didn't think Jinzo scooped, because I thought it was like a pretty solid position. I was like... I was trying to figure out if it was lethal for Spore here. He wouldn't have the Sidra. Can't contact. Why can't you contact? He can't have Sidra and a... Right, but you don't need the Future Fusion. You could clear the board without Future Fusion. Oh, maybe you didn't realize that. If he was going to play Fifi the second... Yeah, maybe like kind of tunnel vision on activating Future Fusion and didn't realize that Sidra by itself is also a good card there. Like, you can contact, you just can't Future Fusion. I missed when this Treacherous got activated. Someone who's German, translate for me. Looks like new Lone Fire something. Foolish Lone Fire. Activate. Interesting. Yeah, of course you maintain prio. Yeah, once I was talking to chat, I didn't catch exactly what happened, but if you go Lone Fire Tribute a token, you could Treacherous right there, and they would still get a summon, but it would just be one plant from the deck rather than plant plus other plants. Okay. We're gonna have Power Tool plus Gigaplant pretty consistently. This deck gets to this point, I have to say. Yeah, I figured that meant new Lone Fire. Supervise, Mark of the Rose. watch we drew the Mark of the Rose. I think we might have drawn the Mark of the Rose. Spore is kind of getting unlucky with these 2 out of 3 rolls, I think. Because last game found the Supervise when we wanted Mark, and this game found the Mark when we wanted Supervise, I believe. Just guessing based on the way they're playing. He can just hold until past prio and Gigaplant summon. Well, it depends. I think the reason you activate Treacherous there is in case they summon Titanial, then your Treacherous does nothing. Well, it gets rid of 1 monster. So I think maybe Kaiba was a little bit worried about a potential Titanial coming off the Lone Fire. Well, here we are. Gigaplant is probably going to get normal summoned this turn. And power. Well, I think first you go Power Tool effect to play around Torrential. Yeah. First you go Power Tool effect, reveal what? Supervise Mark. Supervise DDR, because we found the Mark, of course. Last turn, we drew the Mark. That makes sense. Mark and DDR work pretty well together. So now we found the Supervise. Don't need to waste our normal on Gigaplant. Yet, at least. Probably going to bring out Lone Fire into Nettles. All good here. Make Star... Actually, do you make Stardust here? Because the Jinzo back row is kind of fake. It's kind of not real. Like, look at this. But we're going for it. Now Supervise revives the Gigaplant, which can be normal summoned because we have not normal summoned yet. Well, here's the funny thing is, like, neither one of these decks is very interactive. So they both just get to go off completely. Well, that makes sense why you go for Stardust, actually, if this is a, what's it called? A Fossil Dyna. Now we could make a Copy Plant and flip this face up. That'd be pretty funny. If we go Copy Plant, now we're going to... That makes even more sense, actually. I mean, it's good into a Dyna. Which is one of the only cards you probably care about. Wow, that's it. Jinzo's out of here. Gigaplant into top 4, though. Wow. Do we have any still going from this round of top 8? If so, we can check out... We can check out Mr. Sippy and Icarus. Right? That was it? Or Mississippi and the ZH, whatever. There we go. Still in top 8 here. Oh my god. Might be over for Hero Frogs. It might be over for Hero Frogs. I think we may have resolved return and brain this turn, because we have a junk and a bunch of cards on field. Bye bye Hero Frogs. We had brain return. That's pretty good. Question: Do you play Goyo? Oh, I guess maybe there was a chance to make Goyo that would have been good. Maybe that's what I'm guessing. You had kill game 1. Interesting. Potentially a missed lethal, or didn't want to risk something into back row. Hard to say. Well, in this case, we can watch Icarus and Samu here. We're still in game 1 on this. No, Sizzle, he just brained the junk. Junk was brained, and then we used return, I think. Back row was Heavy Storm. I don't know what you're talking about exactly, Nicola. I do think Junk Synchron is like cute in Vayu, because you could bring back the Raikou. But, like, I don't think it's good. It is cute, though. Ooh, this is looking really bad for Samu for game 1 here. Really, really bad. We do have... Armor Master? Ooh, Flip-Flop too. We have Owie, an Owie sighting in the main deck. We have Owie Owie Frog Monarch here. The Flip-Flop. This is so bad. This feels really bad for Vayu in game 1. Perio's gone. What can we have here? If we have a Caius... Okay, Plague actually could be big. We're sending Gardner, though. That's pretty good, because only one of these cards gets over the Armageddon being Caius. So, if you want to go ahead and flip my Armageddon Knight back to my hand, I'm okay with that, you know? Water Art, ayo! Sizzle, I hate to break it to you, but... Glads didn't make top 8. I know. A moment of silence for Sizzle. Thank you. Yeah, we got all this Vayu stuff. Sizzle's gonna tune off the stream. He doesn't need any more of this Vayu, Sirocco, Armed Wing. Ugh, he hates that stuff. Yeah. I mean, you know what goes... You guys think the giant Vayu from EWC? That's a good question, Alexander. Could not tell you. I don't really keep track of those giant card prices, but could be. I think it's cool that they would do Vayu. That's a card that, as far as I'm aware, has not been done before. Yeah, you can take the 5 and Necro Garden to this. But the question is, what did that accomplish? Armageddon send Necro kind of just bought you a turn, right? It bought you a turn. I don't know if it did anything helpful. I think Samu really needs to find the second Caius in the deck. Or, wait a minute. No. Yeah, that would not work either. I was going to say maybe Dad, but we have too many darks for that. Are we sending Plague now? Wait, are there 3 Vayu in top 4 currently? Sophocles? Are there actually 3 Vayu in top? Okay, so maybe the Necrogardener play was just to buy us a turn and give us a card in hand to go for this Arma Send Plague play. Brio can now bounce something. It can bounce one of these dupes to open up the dupe lock, maybe. And then you can make Armor Master. Brio attacks over dupe. Armor Master attacks over Caius. But then the flip-flop just destroys you, right? What do we have? What's this card in our hand? Oh, that's huge. The last card being Vayu in our hand mattered a lot. The flip-flop still kind of destroys us, though. But we can clear this, and the flip-flop. And the flip-flop will bounce 2 of our cards to the extra deck, right? That's the only way I see this playing out. You have to attack flip-flop here, right? I feel so bad. Okay, gotcha. Sophocles. There's 2 currently Vayu. Is it? Oh yeah, it's Gigaplant and 2 Vayu currently. And they will be joined by either Frog Monarch or another Vayu. So we know the hand here is dupe. Wait, does this only... Except... It's 2 frogs. Yeah, it's 2. There's Treeborn and Flip-Flop. Yeah. Maybe Samu didn't realize that's how Flip-Flop work. Or just tired because it's late. Yeah, that's game. Okay, that's game right there. Yeah, it doesn't even target anyway. The flip-flop. I wish it targeted. I wish flip-flop targeted. Send Plague, go Brio, out the lock. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it mattered. Surprise Frog Monarch made it this far. Icarus often plays this kind of a standard Frog Monarch deck with no heroes. It's kind of like the calling card for Icarus, which is funny because you would think Icarus would be a bird player. Okay, other top 8 match going on is the Vayumir. Is it a top 4 match, actually? Oh, this one right here is a Vayumir. Gotcha. Yeah, next round will be top 4. Now DDV goes crazy. Yeah, so all these players have their... All 8 of these players you will potentially see at RBET Rulers. Jinzo Machina, Gigaplant, Vayu, Frog Hero, Vayu, Frog, Monarch. Interesting. There's actually 0 Blackwing in top 8. 0. 0 Blackwing, 4 Vayu, 2 Frog, and then 2 combo rogue kind of decks. Yeah, traditionally deck dev goes really hard in the post-boarded games against these traditional Frog Monarch decks, I guess, but it's tricky. because I think we saw in a previous round Icarus was siding in Breaker, so I imagine that gets sided in. And then if you don't get the deck dev off really early, if they already have the Treeborns engraved, they can kind of just like have a handful of Monarchs. The deck dev doesn't do a lot, and they just keep Monarching you every turn. So that could be interesting. Master, I think that's how I'd pronounce your name. I think Vayu is making a very strong case to be the best deck in the format. At least the way the meta is shaping up currently. I think people got to start building their decks with Vayu in mind, you know? Just try to build. I mean, maybe people don't want to do that because it's not fun, right? Maybe they just want to play a deck that they enjoy. But I think if you're really oriented toward trying to win a tournament, you can maybe pre your deck a little bit, build to defeat Vayu, and hope to face a bunch of Vayu in your bracket. Your heart aches for Lightsworns. Well, you did see Ryan and I top the last two events that he entered in like back-to-back weeks. He topped a PPG with Lightsworn, and he topped the RBET with Lightsworn in the last 2 weeks. So it's not a bad deck, I don't think. You got that Greffer. The Greffer is resolving. Firstborn Unicorn. Isn't that a Red Hot Chili Peppers lyric? Ryan beat me at finals of PPG, but I drew butt, so fair. Interesting to send Greffer. I wonder if a dad is coming down. Yeah. Sending Greffer does hint to me that dad might be coming down. Wait, if this is return, that's crazy. Imagine if this is return here. I don't think it is. That's a huge... Oh, it's a solemn. Okay. Ooh, hitting a dupe. The dupe will... It does search because it's destroyed his Chain Link 1 from the dad. So we have 68. Do we have extra damage here? There's at least 6,800, unless there's Gores. I would also not be surprised to see Samu set a deck dev here. Do 6,800, set deck dev. Oh. Normal Arma. Arma. Send Plague? Send Vayu. Is this enough? 68 plus this is 70. Yeah, that's 8,000. It's 82. Yu-Gi-Oh really does make you do math, doesn't it? I'm terrible at math. I know Dom, who is sometimes at my locals, often at my locals, I should say. I swear he does math so fast for Yu-Gi-Oh! He's like, it's this much. The attack is this much. You probably have to pop at least one. You probably have to pop one of these with dad, right? The token. As much as you like having Value Engrave, I think you have to pop it. And then if you have DDV, you're probably fine anyway. Pop it, set DDV, and then I would think kind of immediately rip the DDV, right? If you have it. It might be an oppression. Oh, we're specialing. Yeah, that's why I would have ripped the DDV immediately, but this is probably good enough too. You'll still get to send... Okay, yeah, it's not gonna matter. Because the only thing that would save you there anyway is Fader, and Fader gets destroyed by DDV. Yeah, I wonder what's the argument for holding DDV there? What do you guys think? $221 watching and 50 likes. What? Actually, 221 people watching is awesome, though. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out and watching some high-level Edison. Shotgun DDV loses to Top Tech Treeborn with Caius in hand. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, giving them a Treeborn. I guess you have to wait until they do an action in main phase. You could. Yeah, right? Right. That's a good point. Thank you, everybody. Yeah. I think because you can't do it in standby phase without them being able to bring back the Treeborn. As soon as they do an action in main phase, you can respond with DDV, and even if you hit a Treeborn, it doesn't matter at that point, right? Yeah, makes sense. For some reason, I was just like expecting the special swap play, but as we saw, it doesn't matter if they go for that as much. I mean, if they have like Lightning Vortex or something, then hitting the DDV immediately gives them worse discard outlets, but I think you take that trade-off because it's just, you just do. I think you just have to wait for them to potentially Vortex you. Hey there, 10-foot. What are you doing in chat? Ahoy. 10-turn slobber knocker, game 1, 3-minute game 2. It's possible. It's possible. What are you doing on commentary, right? Look, I need a commentary buddy. I gotta hold it down. Looks like we do have Kai Banani watching. So even after being eliminated, interested to see how the rest of this tournament plays out, right? Yeah. Kai Banani got eliminated. Spiral, the GOAT, helping me organize this tournament. Shout outs to Spiral. I missed Fitz, yeah. We all miss Fitz. Fitz is great. I hope you enjoy Vayu Turbo Mirrors. Hey, it's crazy to think that 10-foot used to be the Vayu player. For so long. Yeah, sure. Let's see here. Spiral getting all... Oh, thank you too, Pearly. Spiral's been with me for so long. These deck dev tournaments are as much his as they are mine, I gotta say. I think he's organized every single one with me, and usually giving out all the roles for people in the Discord and everything. 10-foot is the original sacker. Of course, 10-foot was always on like that Reaper interesting stuff, you know? He was on like a very slow, grindy version of Vayu back in the day. Speaking of Vayu sackage, we might be witnessing some here from another incredible Vayu player. Yeah, I agree, Ice Queen. 10-foot's list was like, I am committed to never sack people. I'm going to make people enjoy this format by playing the fairest version of Vayu possible. top 4 is starting between Gigaplant and Vayu. I'm gonna finish out this match though, because we'll eventually catch up to where we're going to be witnessing top 4 anyway, on one side of the bracket or the other. Because the next, the top 4 match, but including the winner of this match, can't even start until the winner here plays. Sizzle is here, yeah. Yeah, look, if Sizzle wants to join commentary, he's invited. Let me know, Sizzle, if you're interested in, actually having the most successful Vayu player in the history of Edison, especially IRL. No one's even close, IRL. Yeah, having you in comms could be, how about that? Yeah, we could have 10-foot Sizzle and me on commentary, and I'll just like fade into the background. Okay, I'll send you an invite real quick, Sizzle. That sounds sick, actually. True, Sizzle the Glad play. Never mind. Wait, I take it back. I'll say anything necessary to get some help on comm. I take it back. He's a Vayu player. I'll wash my mouth out with soap. Yeah, I think that's actually an interesting thing to look at. I wonder if either of these players are playing 41. I will say Samu is an incredible Vayu player themselves. Yeah, Cold Madness, I think as long as Gigavice doesn't brick, like that's the main thing with Gigavice. Like Gigavice kind of loses to itself, but Vayu, I think, will struggle mightily with Gigavice if Gigavice is able to combo. Vayu probably needs to go first and set oppression and hope Gigavice doesn't have back row removal, right? So we have Frog setting 2. It'd be interesting if one of these was Owie. We saw Owie in the graveyard for Icarus recently. Yikes, Cold Madness. Hey, imagine Gigavice wins this entire tournament. That would be really insane. That would be... I think we've had 7 Devastators tournaments previously, and they've been won by 6 different decks, and Gigavice could be the 7th. Because we had Hybrid Blackwing, I think. I think HT's first win was Hybrid, HT19 was Hybrid Blackwing. And then we had Hero Frog, one of the first ever Hero Frog lists. Then we had Carpath on Chaos Fairy, Fitz on Debris, Trap Dragons. For 5, I believe it was Samu. I don't know. Samu with Vayu maybe. And then 6 and 7, we had a Vayu and a Blackwing. So I take it back. Vayu and Blackwing have both won too. Wing Blast hitting a back row. What's the other card? Another Wing Blast. Pitching Salvage. Double spinning cards to the top could be huge here. Imagine this one's Ryza too. We normal summon. Oh wow, that's very interesting. It's very interesting. I guess because we wanted the Treeborn so badly. That feels so bad, right? To use 2 Wing Blasts only to heavy for 1. It feels like it's got to be bad, but maybe not. They're about to be... Ugh. Samu's about to be up by 1 card, I should say. Well, kind of, because the Treeborn's coming back. So one of the back row Samu just drew, plus we have an armed wing. Did you see that? Did you see the value activate over here on Icarus' side of the field? Do we have Plague in hand? Plague or Caius, Gale. Even Armageddon Knight would be really good here. Unless there's a Crow in hand. What are you guys looking out for here? We know one of these is a trap or a spell, I guess. Could be a spell. All right. Here we go. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, do you hear that? Everybody in YouTube chat, you hear that?
Are we live? Hello.
We are live. We are live. What are you guys looking out for? Are you watching the duel with Samu?
I was watching YouTube. Yeah, hold up. Let me open the duel. I'm kidding.
Yeah. So
I was trying to beat the Gladiator beast allegations.
So we do see a Gale. I did suggest that. We know one of the cards in Samu's hand is a back row that got... Oh, this is over. This is over. Unless there's a Gores, right?
Unless there's a Gores Fader.
Yeah, it could be Fader, I guess. I think it's over. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You're always setting up Fader.
Yeah, I think maybe...
You should side off Fader.
Maybe the return was spun? I don't know. Okay, so... Looking at top 8, we have... Apparently there's a Gigaplant match. Actually, let's go to the Gigaplant match. When that one finishes, we should actually be able to catch the end of the other top 4 match.
I get sad when I see Gigaplant. Like, yeah.
You do?
Same.
Really?
Same.
These value players, huh?
It's just like, I don't know. It's fun to watch them combo off, but the whole time I'm just like, please don't have it. I can't do anything if you have it.
Didn't you win YCS Orlando where Gigaplant was like all over top 8?
I dodged them. I got lucky and dodged them.
Gotcha. By the way, chat, how's the volume levels? 10-foot and Sizzle, are they at a good volume?
Volume test.
I'm not a Glad Beast player.
Whatever you say.
They all say. I tried Glad Beasts.
I've heard that Fitz was talking about you being on a Glad Beast arc recently.
Oh yeah, my Glad Beast arc always lasts for like 3 matches, and I'm like, God damn, I got soloed by a Cyber Dragon. Like, this sucks. So,
okay.
I had a Solemn a Cyber Dragon once, and I was just like, yeah, this deck is I don't know. I like consistency, and that one is, I don't know. It's like middle consistency for me. It's like, yeah, I like how you can tag into all your tools, but the drawing, you need to have battle traps for a big monster. Bigger monster, better deck.
Europeans in the chat, is this the Croatian flag or Serbian flag? It's somewhere in there, right?
Somebody says I am quiet, or multiple people say I'm quiet.
I turned you up. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. And now that you've turned me up, I'm going to overcompensate by yelling.
Wait, yeah, please do. So we got Gigaplant siding Breaker.
There's never been a bad breaker. I've never seen a bad breaker.
We actually just hit. Oh my god, that's a crazy breaker.
Why doesn't everybody play Breaker? That card's insane.
That card is insane.
Breaker might be a good card. It's Croatia? Okay, I got it the first time. Wait, what do you mean a soccer flag? What? What does that even mean? Isn't that just the country's flag?
Victory Croatia. Ooh. Somebody said that Samo is actually Samo. It's like 2 words in like some European language, like Samo Opusteno.
Ah, so I
always pronounce it Samo too.
Yeah.
Isn't it 2 O's?
Yeah, it's 2 O's, but it's 2 words. Like,
yeah, you're not. Yeah. Yeah, he's Samu.
Okay, that's fair.
His online name is Samu. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. He could have put a space.
That's totally his fault.
Underscore, you know.
That's fair.
I mean, look at Spore XD. Look at how a pro does it right there.
Yeah.
Got the
spaces. But maybe he didn't know you can have spaces in a username because like there's a lot of sites that don't let you put.
There are some,
spaces.
yeah.
Yeah, so you just like you're not going to type space and then get a rejection. So he's optimizing his time. Like nobody's going to reject the name without spaces. So
Look, Samu is one of the goats of Edison. Samo, never heard of him.
Spore is the YCS Lille winner, right?
I don't know, actually. It's crazy how many Europeans, actually. Is this 3 Europeans in top 4? Because it's... I'm assuming Flashy's European. Spore is German, I think? And
I
then
assume every American.
Samu is Serbian.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, Europeans are kind of going crazy in this. I feel like they often do at the deck dev events. They probably don't get as many chances to play IRL, and they really...
They're hungry.
Yeah. Especially against, like, other really, really good players. I mean, obviously there's a ton of great players in Europe, but I don't know if they... I wouldn't know, but maybe they don't all travel and congregate to the same events the way that they do in NA, because it's easy. I guess they have easy travel in Europe with, like, the Shenzhen zone or something like that. My geography
You're too
and
you're
stuff.
too cultured for me. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm a stupid American.
We have like 3 Americans over here like, yeah, they have like the really good like passport.
Yeah, I have no idea.
You guys know Liechtenstein is a country? It's like
The only reason I
Flag
know...
LI, yeah.
Yeah, you typed flag. Oh, okay. Dyna's probably good against Gigaplant, right?
Flag LI. I'm like, that's Lithuania. Somebody's like, no, you idiot. It's
See, the only reason I knew it wasn't is because I know like a UFC fighter who's from Lithuania, and I know those are not the colors. Otherwise, I would have also probably been like, yeah, that's Lithuania. Sure, of course it is.
Is this writing?
Oh, please. Beat him down. Gigaplant is ass.
Shenzhen zone. There we
Oh.
go. There we go. Look at me.
Go through. Connect. Oh. Alright.
Yours freeze heavily when Fossil Dyna connects into 2 batteries.
I was nervous.
You know, Tenfa, you could be back on Vayu, man.
I could be back on value. You know, I was actually thinking about that. Like, why am I not back on value? I mean, the next event. Oh wait, are you going to RBT Santa Clara?
No, that's isn't that like next week?
Yeah, next week. It's always weird because it's currently this week, but yeah. But this coming Saturday,
Yeah,
Sunday.
right. Yeah, I am not.
I was like, I could play value for that, but I'm really rusty, so I should probably play Frog Hero.
Wait, what is going on? Did we just mark with no plants engraved?
He banished copy plant.
Oh, we marked the... Gotcha. We marked the trooper and then milled. I thought that was our own trooper for some reason.
Yeah, you said you dodged a lot of Gigaplan players in a YCS. There was a YCS side event where I saw the day before everybody was on Gladiator Beasts and Forgs. And I was like, Hero Frog is definitely not the pick. So I went into the side event with Black Wings. And for that side event, all of the Forg players decided to sleep in. All the Glad Beast players played each other, knocked each other out, and then Frog Hero won. That was the one with the, what do you call it? Death Frog, no dupes, that one. I was like, okay.
Oh, Nick Wagner won that. Oh, at
Yeah.
Vegas.
I played Black Wings for that side event, and I was like, damn, I could have played Hero Frogs. Would have been a fantastic day.
Wait, so you're more confident on Blackwing than you are on Vayu?
I mean, Blackwing is like... Blackwing is a simpler deck to play. Blackwing is a simpler deck to play. It's simpler. You activate Whirlwind, okay? And then you have the option of set Shura, normal summon Shura, okay? And then you normal summon the Shura. But if you're not doing something like that, then it's like, yeah, you have complex decisions actually though. But like people oversimplify Blackwings, but I would still say that Blackwing is simpler than Value. Value can do some fancy stuff, you know?
Yeah, there's a few cheeky lines.
Yeah, bigger monster, better deck. Like I activate Kalute in the damage step, much simpler than knowing when to stack for Plague Spreader. Yeah, you stack for Plague Spreader at the wrong time, you lose the game.
True.
That is true. That's like the biggest commitment with Vayu. It feels so bad. But
Oh yeah.
that's part of why Return feels so good. It's like, I don't care. Go ahead.
I can't believe I ever thought that card was bad.
Every time I think
Same.
about it, it blows my mind.
Yeah. I was always the biggest advocator for return. I said, you know what? Return from the different dimension, my favorite card in value. You know?
Wait, really? No, you didn't. Wait, what?
We're being gaslit.
I always told everybody, you guys need to start playing Return from the Different Dimension.
You were telling everyone.
I was the one.
double
I was the
impression.
biggest advocate against. I was like, fuck Return. Everybody who says that is a dirty sacker, no skill. Like, just learn to play without the variance. You know?
Uh-oh. Okay, we're good.
But a good point of Return in timed events is that you win in time with Return.
I mean, it could go either. I mean, you should win
Yeah,
every
big
time you
damage.
activate return. Like, let's be real. But
Yeah.
Both of us hated Necrogarna for the longest time.
I didn't like Necrogarden until
Yeah.
I ran into like a shit ton of Blackwing in War League, and I'm like, okay, never mind. Necrogarden is important.
Yeah.
It's like just
It makes your armas better. Yeah.
yeah. It makes. I feel like having Necrogarden engraved is such a great feeling.
Oh yeah, you mill it. You're like, I'm the best player of all time. But when you draw it with like 3 other normal summons, you're like, ugh, like how do I?
Yeah.
Like
The
I
worst
really-
hands in value contain Necrogarna.
I'm like, I really made a decision to put this in my deck. I got rewarded with drawing it. Like I'm the luckiest player of all time, and I feel like
Yeah.
shit. So, but it's probably worth it with all these players.
it does feel bad
Hydro?
when you. Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying Hydro says, imagine playing Reaper in value.
I know. Scrub move.
It was good at one point.
Even
I
Gage.
still think it's good.
Even Gage, who topped with it's like, I should cut this.
Oh. Yeah.
Reaper won. I'll just say it, Reaper won a few times, and it was good at one point. Right
yeah,
now,
the meta
is-
changes. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like in a Frog meta, you don't want Spirit Reaper. This is when it was the Wild West. You had like Maki. You had machines. You had Dragon. It's good versus Dragon Turbo. It's very good versus Dragon Turbo. But yeah, you had machines. You had Dragon Turbo. You had like all of these decks. Reaper was good versus because it was not as what do you call it? How do I say this? People were on
Wait, what did he just crow?
He crowed a Vayu.
what a value.
I don't know
Not
why
playing
right now.
all of these Vayu and frogs and whatnot. You know.
I wonder why you would crow the Vayu right now.
He activated it. He
Oh,
activated
okay. I missed that. That makes sense. Having the burial for one Vayu doesn't feel amazing, but
Yeah, if that's not
Yeah.
game and you have clapback, it's kind of
This is where he dropped the cores and you want to punch your monitor. That was me yesterday.
who'd you play that dropped gores on you?
Or it was a Jinzo Turbo guy. I'm like, oh, he's rigged this deck.
That's crazy. I think
Yeah, big time.
maybe we watched that on stream. We watched somebody on stream where Gores literally won the entire game. It was like
that wasn't me. Oh no,
there is the return. I was thinking there might be a return here.
351.
Return and burial in the same like turn is disgusting.
Oh my
One.
goodness.
Wait, this is kills through Gores,
Yeah,
right?
it's game. Yeah, 51.
Oh my god. They always do it on the Vayu just to be cheeky too. They pump up the Vayu.
Okay,
a-
the reason why is because it becomes bigger.
It's a good habit because if you ever double pump, you always double pump value.
Let's do it.
Just so you can like deck deb it or so that
No,
if
no,
it's
no. Okay, so
destroyed
you have
or
2 Sirokkos and a Vayu, right?
right.
So Sirocco adds the other monster's attack to whatever you're
Right.
targeting. So
Right.
if you're putting it on Sirocco, you're gaining 28 times 2. Whereas if you put it on Vayu, it's 4,000 times 2. So it's like you get a bigger monster
I see,
by
I
putting it
see.
on the smaller one.
I see. Makes sense.
Yeah, just less brain power.
See, the only thing I memorize with pumps is like Sirocco, 2 Sirokkos make 6,000. Like that's the only one that I know.
Yeah.
I just like have to do math from there. I just know that 2 Sirokkos is 6K.
Plus 2,000, plus 2,000. So
Yeah, Karibo.
Vise versus Nut Value. All right. And this is where the Gigavice player does 3 Supervise, 3 Power Tool Dragon, ends on a Titanial Stardust, and then says GG.
Yeah.
No.
By the way, Chase, I know this is I did recognize the checkerboard pattern as Croatia from Stipe Miocic, but I thought maybe it could be like, you know how all the like Australia and New Zealand have like the Union Jack in their flags. I wasn't sure if the checkerboard was in more than just the Croatian flag, so trying to cover all my bases with the flags there. But yes, I love Stipe Miocic. He rocks. That chatter's probably not even in the chat anymore. Let's see. Who will make it to finals here? We're in top 4. I think
Is the other side Vayu Mirror?
I think so. No, yes, it is. It is.
Vayu best deck. What am I
Vayu
doing
might be
playing
the best deck. Yeah, what are you doing playing Frog, buddy?
No, I'm nerfing myself.
I need to change this to say top 4, because I believe that's what round this is.
Top 4.
I think this is top 4.
Just because it's top 4 doesn't mean you have to write top 4. Like, you could write anything you want.
I could, it's it's my own YouTube channel.
Yeah, you could type ASDF GHJKL semicolon.
And indeed. Croatia. Spore wins these, my goat. Filthy Gigavise players.
No, I want a stagnant format.
I do think it's good that like Jinzo and Gigavise are being decks because I think you don't want the format to be actually the same stuff for a long time. But
yeah, it spices things up for sure.
It even if it just like creates like a little like rotation where it's like the stuff that's good against these props up, and then you do the stuff that's good against the stuff that's good against these. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If you could follow that.
Yeah, but no one likes combo.
Well,
no one's like, God, I can't wait to play against combo.
But you might need combo so that like Glads and anti-combo do well, And then once Glads and anti-combo take over, then you play the stuff that's good against Glads and other anti-combo stuff.
Glads are doing fine. Like, no one's playing combo and they're still topping.
I mean, no one's playing combo. Look right here. UFO
this
turtle.
All right.
So let's just like... Now imagine if you would attack that UFO turtle with a Gladiator Beast, huh?
Wait, what's that?
What are you going to do?
You're going to pop it with Murmillo.
Oh, like main phase. Yeah. But then what?
In the battle phase. End step of the battle phase. The sack phase, remember?
You're right. My bad. I forgot that's what's coin now.
What did we attack? Did we attack that with Armed Wing? Or with Greffer?
Oh, no, we're not. Or he attacked with Greffer. I don't think you should attack with Armed Wing, because Lone Fire on his turn, but... Probably think... Yeah, you just pass. Good.
Yeah, I would pass. Well, I would go to main phase 2 at least. Okay. Yeah, I think you're ahead of... I think my DV was lagging. Recruiter Chad.
Who invented the UFO turtle thing?
What you... Like, added it to the deck, you mean?
Yeah, who started this?
I don't know. I feel like that's like something a lot of people could come up with.
Here, I'll give you a card I've seen people play. Damage Condenser.
I've seen that too.
All right, that card is not real, in my opinion.
We saw Damage Condenser and Amaryllis in this tournament.
Yeah.
We saw people playing Damage Condenser and Amaryllis.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I've seen multiple people. ProStorm saying he invented UFO Turtle.
Invented? I thought James Ark invented every deck.
Yeah, I think James Ark invented it.
So we're crashing in to get to a Lone Fire.
Yeah. You're very happy with this because he doesn't get a battle phase.
See, the downside of this is the UFO turtles make you a lot weaker deck dev. And
but everyone sides out deck dev against you.
You're already strong against deck dev, so it's like...
I guess, yeah. I guess against good players, it's totally fine. But against bad players, they're going to side in deck dev, and you're going to feel bad.
It's the whole mix-up. There's so many mix-ups where if you do like the bad thing, it actually becomes good.
Well, that's what I was talking about yesterday with Fitz, where it's like all the frog players only leave one frog engrave, and then it's like if they sided in crow for frogs, you can actually get like tempoed really bad if you don't go sub combo and you leave a Treeborn in deck or in your hand or something like that.
Oh yeah, so if you play Crow and Soul Release, like game 1 or game 2, you side in the Soul Release, then you side out Soul Release for Crow.
Yeah.
I had a side deck where I played 2 Soul Release and 2 Crow.
Into frogs? Yeah, I tried that too, and it's not good.
Wait, it's so good.
What, Soul Release and Crow, both?
Yeah. Because if you draw a combination of either two, you just wipe them.
But don't you wipe them with just Soul Release?
Well, like if they only put in one frog in the
Wait, do
graveyard,
we
and you
just
have both, you're
tribute
good.
Titanial for Gigaplant? That's so funny. We have
Oh
supervise.
no. Wait. So he doesn't have. So he has 2 gigaplants in hand.
No, it's just we just go supervise, bring back the Titanial, right?
Oh right, right, right.
It's just we just wanted to get Titanial engrave and also
But then
Gigaplant on board. I think.
special summon one. Oh, hand or graveyard. Okay, right, right. I know what plants do. I'm like, why did you summon it?
Oh,
That's stupid.
solemn.
Wait,
Now
couldn't you use
we.
supervise? Question mark. Or I guess if he has 2 supervise. Okay, yeah, that's good.
Well,
That's good.
even just yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Storm.
Next turn, Miracle Fertilizer.
Heavy Storm, Future Fusion with Jinzo
Wait, wait.
TK.
If Flashy
Diverse-
wins this, we're guaranteed Vayu Mirror for finals, right?
Yup. I'm swinging here for 4,000 every day.
That was a pretty big solemn. I think that was really good by Flashy. Yeah, that's crazy. You set the solemn with the UFO turtle on field and you couldn't stop anything until they went for the normal summon. Like that Titanium would have just walked.
Yeah, Titania would have actually just soloed almost.
Yeah, Titanium's so good. But then, I mean, I'm sure that Flashy probably brought in like Smash and Ground or Vortex or something for Titanium. But
He's going for the deeps.
deeps indeed. We don't need no tanks or healers or anything around here.
Does he have burial? Is TT gone? He just doesn't
It's not
care.
gone. 4,000.
This game
But it does,
3?
like-
Yeah.
I don't hate it because,
It doesn't change the clock though. It's still a 2-turn clock.
or if he has something like Wind Blast on the Armed Wing, it does change the clock a little.
Well, yeah, that's true. 331 instead.
31 plus whatever the next
Oh.
one will be.
Pigeon, you're right. If there had been a Call of the Haunted on that Gigaplant, it would have been nuts.
Can you afford to carry? Yeah, I like that Chess Prime comment. You will get punished for playing 2 passively. Give them a few extra draw
sure.
phases, and then what?
That's just how you play against combo. You kind of just have to,
Yeah,
Yeah, you just slam.
and then they drop Gores, and you're like, God damn.
yeah. It's just go as hard as you possibly can, pray for no goers, and pray they brick. That's how you play them.
Make Stardust and play Burial to go for game.
I think I'm pretty sure we've seen Mirror Force from Spore before too, so it'd be crazy if this is just like a huge blowout. Are we still thinking about what we're sending?
Should this be? I don't know what we're sending. Depends on his hand.
Like, yeah, I guess it does, but I mean,
What?
I don't know. I think it's probably Plague here. Am I crazy?
Or
you
it
had to
depends on
guess.
his hand. Like it's Plague or Value.
Vayu, if you have
Yeah.
like, how are you getting the Armed Ring off the field?
You're playing around Mirror Force if you
Yeah, Mirror
send
Force
value.
Triangle.
I guess, but
Well, it's not torrential. You have torrential right here, right? Probably.
calculating.
Calculate these nuts.
What?
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 I lied.
What?
Happened? I heard something.
I don't get how
On
people
fire.
lose to Gigaplant. It's so easy to beat. I don't know, buddy. I think the deck can just pop off and there's nothing you can do a lot of times, actually.
You know,
I
people
should-
say that about Bayou. What was it? A good Gigaplant and a bad Gigaplant player is like two different ball games. People say Value is easy to beat too.
Yeah, I think Vayu's like not that bad until they. I've said this like 500 times on these streams, but yeah, I think Vayu just has so many bombs that like if you can avoid those, you're like I do think you can win with a good game plan against Vayu, but the bombs can be really tough, and you do have to keep them in mind at all times, which is a lot to keep in mind because you have to play around a whole bunch of different cards.
So many one of those.
Yeah. Like playing around return and dad and all this other stuff at the same time can be really difficult.
Have we still not sent for Armageddon Night?
Yeah, it's kind of a long think, right?
Yeah. If he's thinking this long, then I would think it's value. Value, because then you can use Greffer. Like, assuming win bust, and Greffer.
Okay, there. I was just about to send a message. You're gonna have to send.
Nah, it's top cut. It's top cut. Let him think.
It is, but I don't want to. I don't want people to like ice people out, you know.
Going stars here is so risky to lose to Wind Blast.
It's like end of the game. The match will end within 5-10 minutes. Assuming they don't spend 10 minutes on this one play. But
Let's see, is the other one not finished yet? Or I guess this one started earlier, so we still might catch the end of that one. So I guess it's not delaying too much because the other one started after this match.
somebody.
Why is just so resilient?
Sippy on the other side is one of my people I coach. Just saying.
Really? Are they American?
He's a beast. Yeah, he's American.
Might be the only American left, I think. Might be the only North American left, actually.
Samu won. No! Oh no!
I don't-
Oh, I jinxed it so hard.
You actually jinxed it really hard. Congrats to Samu though. That's actually gonna be really hype because Samu's going for the first ever 2-time Deck Dev champion.
He's so good. Samu's so good.
I think Samu's won a Ribbit before and a Worlds, Edison Format Worlds or whatever, or Format Library Worlds, whatever.
Maybe we switch to Vayu. Like, he's playing Vayu. He's not playing Frogs.
All right,
There's a correlation.
let's decide on a play here.
Decide on a plague? Oh,
Okay, right, right on the edge.
how do we feel about puns? Like, I love them, but some people, like, they get irrationally mad when they hear them.
Do we have burial?
Yeah, irrationally mad is hilarious.
A burial would be nuts here. If we had burial, then this, I don't know,
If we have burial, I don't know why we thought so long.
right?
You mean
I like the
Caps?
Stardust.
So Darklaw says Lightsworn pops off harder and faster than Gigaplant. I don't agree with faster. Also,
I don't agree with harder.
Yeah, actually, I don't agree with either one. Because I think Gigaplant pops off like turn 1 or 2 very frequently, and Lightsworns don't summon JD that early. And then also, we hadn't activated Greffer's effect. Okay.
You can't break the Gigaplant board. The Gigaplant board is crazy.
Yeah, Gigaplant board for like Stardust. If they get Stardust and Titanial, you're actually kind of cooked. Like Stardust, Titanial, Gigaplant, Power Tool. That's pretty rough. This is top 4 and shocks. All right. Are we going to battle phase yet? When is the battle phase happening?
Hannah likes puns. That's why
Flashy
I like
reading
Hannah.
chat.
Hannah is the GOAT. He plays truck roll.
I like whales.
Okay.
Port's
So
Will has
I think
one
this was
downside.
the correct play. I would have gone for this line, I think.
Yeah,
You
this
would
is
have done the
game.
correct play? Okay.
Well,
Wind blast.
in my opinion, it's correct.
Oh, yeah. It's-
It loses to Torrential, but yeah. Yeah, Vymir, it is. Stun
No way.
and Supervise.
Holy.
Oh, there was no way they were going to win that anyway. That was a really bad hand, actually. Once the Solemn probably won that game, actually. Solemn on Gigaplant, I think, won the game.
Okay, the final.
All right. Yeah, that was a really bad hand at the end, I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
draw Miracle Fertilizer is your best hope, but you had no defense. Anyway,
Yeah,
That
something
is the
like,
worst feeling. Just like you have 2 fake back row and you're just like watching your opponent do nothing for 5 minutes. and they
I
just
agree.
kill you.
I agree. They're like thinking really hard, but like that's why you set the bluffs anyway, is to make them think. But then they're thinking, and you're like, God damn it, just kill me.
hey, he can always scoop, like, whenever he wants. Like,
For sure. But
they'll
you know.
set their bluff and make you think big, and then it's like, oh my god, like they'll lose the game 1 or game 2. They're like, oh my god, you took forever. Like, you could always scoop. Like, what do you want me to do? You know? But
Okay, so now we have Samu versus Flashy.
Yeah. Another thing I noticed, you're like, oh, I would have done the correct play. People will always be like, oh, these people in the finals are like so bad. But when you're playing for like 8-9 rounds,
Absolutely.
it's like your brain is fried. You're gonna like you are way more likely to see mistakes in the later rounds than in the beginning rounds. So
Also, for the record, anything I say on stream is worth like 10,000 grains of salt because I'm like doing 500 things at once. So there's a very good chance I'm not taking things into account that the players are anyway.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, no,
We're not locked in either.
Yeah,
Right.
no fatigue, no what do you call it? No like hyper focus, no nerves. It's like
Yeah.
a lot of things factoring against you at these points in the tournament.
I've definitely this is so like goofy maybe, but I've definitely had War League matches where I'm like shaking after. I'm like, that was so tense.
Oh yeah.
Mainly because it's
you're-
like the whole team is like counting on you, and
Yeah.
it's like I'm trying as hard as I can to not make a single mistake, you know. So
Yeah. Like,
War League is
you mess
really
up
high
on your own,
pressure.
you're like, whatever. In War League, it's like,
Yes.
oh, everything is life or death. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, everybody's gonna hate me if I don't win this.
Right. It feels so bad.
Let's see.
War League is more stressful than any match I've ever played.
You agree?
You've been in
I-
YCS finals. You're like, yeah, War League, this random War League week 7. Like,
War League is actually like the hyperbolic time chamber.
It's so stressful. It's like crazy. I think I played like Vayu versus Amaryllis or something. It was against what's his name? Straight out of Compton. So it's like I'm like against the Amaryllis player, and I'm like sweating it out. I also played against like Murray on Glads one time, and that was another one where it was like extremely close. I guess
says
they,
9 rounds is nothing. Oh, my bad. Continue.
I don't think they started yet. They might be taking a little break or something, just like going to the bathroom and stuff in between. So,
For sure.
good stuff.
So, Dark Law says 9 rounds is nothing. Try playing 12 plus another 5 in top cut. Yep. Back
mean,
in my day, like
that-
16 rounds and
Uphill both
8,000
ways.
top cut. We had 6,000 tournament people.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
played
those guys are probably misplaying their asses off.
I played a 16-round tournament, and even if you won the die roll, you always went second. So, try that on for size.
Yeah, if you had something harder, it doesn't mean that the people playing right now is. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard for everybody. See, Solemn is the card you always forget. So I heard value players were cutting Solemn. Tell us about this, Sizzle.
True. I mean, that was game 2. You definitely bring in Solemn against
you
combo
cut
like
it in.
that.
It's in the 55.
You don't cut Solemn entirely.
Yeah, people who do that, I feel like, are nutso.
What's good against frogs too? Like,
Yeah,
I
it's
love
insane to like everything else.
I love
it's like-
Solemn against frogs.
It's a versatile card. You can use it on summons and spells or traps.
I don't like it against Blackwing and Vayu though.
All right, Sizzle. This is a side guide secret, but when you side in Solemn, do you side out Gores?
It depends on the matchup.
That makes sense. to
Because
me.
like against Monarchs, I don't, because it's so easy to bait like a Caius
Yeah.
and then they swing, right? But like in other matchups, like against Machina, where I feel like they're not as aggressive, like they're more controlish, and I bring in Solemn, then yeah, Gores is already like dead. Not dead, but it's already worse. So yeah. And now Machina players know I don't side keep Gores against them. God damn it.
just give away all your secrets.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay.
Publish your entire side plan and then stick to it forever.
You have been compensated, though. I had a Machina loss where it's like he activates Pot of Avarice, I Solemn it, he activates it again, and then I got OTK. Oh, that did not feel good.
You know what I just realized? When the Solemn was activated on Gigaplant, Spore had Trap Stun set. I feel so bad.
Oh yeah.
You cannot fault him for that. You're
No,
never.
no.
like,
You
don't
can't.
trap study.
You can't,
Yeah.
but it still feels terrible.
Oh yeah.
Well, especially, yeah, because if it's chainable, very likely chainable, or you just want to save it for something bigger. But yeah, that's definitely happened to me before. If I am facing like 2 or more back rows, sometimes I will preemptively trap stun.
Oh yeah, because they could chain bottomless to bottomless or something. But
Yeah. But then in those situations, if you're actually weak to DDD, you have to worry about that too. It's really tricky. Because
Yeah.
if it's solemn, you have to preemptively do it, and if it's not, if it's like DDV, you have to wait on it.
Yeah. The game is easy when you can see the other person's cards.
Yeah.
There's no
So
way
it's
you
almost
keep a
like
DDV
DDV.
against.
Right. I'm not saying in that specific situation it could be DDV, but it could be some other kind of chainable thing, you know. I could imagine siding in Compulse versus Gigaplant, right?
Oh no, Compulse is good. Yeah.
Yeah,
of course.
Compulse.
So you wouldn't want to preemptively trap stun and they like Compulse, right?
You would trap stun before you put the Gigaplant on the board, because with Compulse, you want to wait for the supervise. You change Compulse to supervise.
Right. Yeah, I'm saying like, because you went UFO into Lonefire into Titanial, you could maybe trap stun there, and then normal Gigaplant.
Or trap stun and then yeah.
I actually think like it's not hindsight because like not many Vayu players are playing Compulse.
They aren't.
It's not like
They're not siding
it's
it?
less likely. It's less likely they're playing Compulse than they are.
The Sizzle 41.
I don't play Compulse.
Can one of you guys keep looking for Samu versus Flashy in the whatever it's called in the queue?
In the watch
Yeah.
Edison mode
Yes.
matches.
Whatever
currently
that's
going.
called. Can you keep an eye on that and let me know if is starting at some point? I'm just gonna give
Oh, it's
the
starting.
stream something to look at.
Oh, I'm kidding. It was not starting. Let's see.
Apparently, someone in the chat will let us know.
You preemptively
Surely.
stun every time if it means you get to combo. Well, it doesn't necessarily. It could also be Book, right? I guess Book isn't good against Titanial there. I don't know. I don't feel like calculating it, but
So Marcus Lowell says you preemptively stun every time if it means you get the combo. So you probably listen to that guy because he invented the deck. He probably knows a thing or
hey,
two. about it.
ProStorm. ProStorm's talking about why you should fire stun too. Yeah. So maybe sounds correct. Look, I don't know.
Yeah. We're just talking. You know, we're talking out of our ass like, oh, this is what we think, but
Well, I think
our
if you
insight is not as these people.
you can chain stun to the lone fire effect. That's actually nice. Yeah, that's nasty. That's nasty. I like that. Lone fire effect, chain stun. Then if they oppression you, or they can't oppression. Yeah, that's good. That's good. You could wait for the oppression on lone fire. Yeah, if they don't oppression that, then you activate stun. Then they can't oppression the lone fire anyway. Go into Titanial, tribute for Gigaplant, bring out Titanial. That's pretty good. Yeah, maybe that was the play, but like we said, we're in top 4 now. Pretty tiring. Also, in YouTube chat, let us know as well, just so we can
Divine Wrath.
not miss anything.
Can't play around everything.
That'd be crazy if it was Divine Wrath. Well, they're not
Cold Madness said it started.
started.
I don't see it.
I see it. Oh,
Oh.
it started.
I see it. Yeah.
That was your job. Come on.
Either.
Wait, we
We're
got a
already-
DDV already underway.
Oh, shit.
That's crazy. Right when I stopped trolling, or when I stopped like patrolling the thing, they start. Anyway, we have a DDV in a Vayu mirror. How do you guys feel about DDV in Vayu mirror?
Game
Quick-
1, it's good.
Looks like it's doing a lot here. If it hit
I think it's
4,
just good. in general.
You know, when you hit 4, it's always good, but
it's kind of nasty. Wait, will Samu actually repeat? It's looking like good for Samu right now.
It's looking like he'll get game 1 at least.
yeah.
It is sack phase on comms.
Oh my god, that's our Chicago store. He's trolling.
Match. Thank you for telling us, though, chat.
I have a question for Marcus. How often do you see Divine Wrath? I've never seen that card, but I know some people actually cite it because it's like Orange Herald, but
I forget when
more
I ran into
versatile.
Divine Wrath. I ran into Divine Wrath kind of recently. I was like pretty upset.
yeah. Like, I've seen it like twice in my career.
Okay, this is cool. Going for the Greffer pitch. Pitch Gardna, send Vayu probably.
Yeah, he knows what that back row is, I assume.
Does he? It might have been drawn for turn. I don't remember.
Marcus
Oh no, you would
never.
see it. You would see it still with the DDV though. Yeah, you would know what the back row is, I would assume.
Scoop phase. Eric is goated. I agree. Can we glaze Eric for a little bit?
It's the bottomless.
I'm lucky.
Are we just trying to force out the bottomless because we don't care?
It does take skill to be lucky.
Heavy. That is doing nothing for you. Oh no. Wait. Do we
Jeez.
Yeah, it's only the second armed wing, so we are going to hit for 4,000 here, at least. If we have another normal, it could be game.
I'm not a Gladiator Beast player. I am not a Gladiator Beast player.
You were playing it the other day though. Like, was that you on an alt or?
That what? Huh?
Huh? Like that was you. I'm pretty sure.
I don't play DB. It's not me, sir.
No. It was in person. I was at the Chicago.
Yeah.
court.
Tenpo is just in Chicago, like he is.
Yeah, I was spectating in the background. You know,
I'm getting gaslit.
getting gaslit.
Thoughts?
Sirocco. Wait, okay. Sirocco. We have the
Okay.
Gardna. You have Gardna, though.
No, I got the conundrum for you. If
Like-
you claim to be getting gaslit when you're not getting gaslit, you are the one doing the gaslighting. So I could say you are gaslighting me.
So it's
Thoughts on that?
heavy, summon Sirocco, hope that Samu forgets he has Gardna engraved, right?
Yeah, he's not forgetting.
I guess they both have Gardna. They both have Gardna, though. So that matters.
Look at this. He summons a Sirocco, he's already in the graveyard. He ain't forgetting.
Is there a Kai's here?
Any dark?
Don't think it
Yeah.
says.
Any dark would be pretty huge. But okay, yeah, that's a good dark to have.
That's one of the best darks in this case.
Top deck Arma later in the game.
Well, it's interesting because
Tactic.
you can guarantee clear the Sirocco, but they're gonna have an. Can you kill? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you just
Can-
play
Yeah,
it.
I think that's just game, right? No, you just go dark. Yeah,
It's,
no.
it's 21, 17, 14. You can
Oh.
only stop one of them.
Yeah,
yeah,
10
dark
foot. You
is
might be
not
rusty. You might be rusty. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, the stream can confirm that I did say dark end.
What RDA? What did he say? I missed it.
I said dark end dragon. Like there is no doubt on
Okay,
what the monster I said was. I did just wake up, to be fair.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You're
Those Pacific
Too busy
people.
playing League last night.
I've never played League of Legends.
Thank
in
you
my
so
life.
much, Chris Marquez. Yeah.
We literally played League last night.
Nah, no. You must be confusing me.
Won't admit the addiction is taking place.
We had some fun games. Yo, when are we gonna switch to like variety streaming? Like we only play Yu-Gi-Oh. I think maybe people might be interested in like other games. I'm not sure because it's like you can't just like upload Yu-Gi-Oh videos every day, you know?
I
mean,
wanted
people
to do
can.
some variety streaming, but then I see like Frazier, he like does, he plays his games and like 10 people are watching. I'm like, all right, I guess no one cares.
That's fair, but he's also playing non-competitive games. Like if you're playing a like story game, it's like that content already exists. But
True.
you as a personality playing, yeah, like Disguised Toast will play like Valorant and you'll be silver and you'll get like 10,000 views. So
It is
Or
like a
10,000
top
stream.
streamer, I guess. But yeah.
yeah. But we are top streamers in this space, you know. So I'm curious on how it would go. You know, I try it.
You should just try it. You should just try it.
True.
I will try it. Let's see, 10-foot still playing around that Divine Wrath. You know me.
Yeah.
It's in my head.
Every time I miss a CS, I take an edible. Thoughts?
Oh man, I'll probably have a heart attack.
Yeah, you be gone.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's not the play. But what would be a good idea? Like good punishment. I don't know. But okay, but the thing is, it's like it's often correct to miss CS because if you're taking too much HP damage, you're gonna miss more CS from recalling.
Nah,
so
I don't care. You miss a CS, take an
you miss
edible.
CS, yeah.
That is like a foreign language to me, but it sounds funny.
Yeah.
It's like every time you miss an L cancel, take an edible.
Gotcha. Okay, fair enough.
It
Every
like
time I
shouldn't
push
happen,
it,
but it will
yeah.
happen.
Wait, what games do you play, Oh, wait, you play like fighting games, right?
Not really. I just watch them.
Oh, okay. It's like every time you take damage, you don't block something. You take an edible.
Oh my
Something like
god,
that.
that would be brutal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's like, oh, I'm doing a team fight. You're missing 6 minions on the side.
All right, here we go. T set from Flashy. Flashy wants to take it to game 3. We have
Yes.
a former Yugoslavian states matchup here in Grand Finals. I think. Hopefully that was correct.
Competitive environments attract more. Yo, I like that.
that's my boy. That's my boy.
Trooper?
Dark
Yeah.
Claw? Oh, never
No.
mind.
Trooper.
Just popping off for Card Trooper. DDV.
All right.
Caius
I'm gonna say this right
Vayu.
now. Card Trooper is the unsung hero of Vayu. If Card Trooper was at 2, I would consider Vayu to be S+ tier.
Card Trooper's so awesome. I love that Card Trooper is such a good going second card. We need more of those in this format.
Yeah, people who cut Card Trooper, just like what the hell?
Wait. People cut Card Trooper in Vayu?
Or people,
I I
yeah,
try everything.
10-foot.
I've never cut it from a tournament list, but I've tried playing without Card Trooper. I'm like, yeah, this deck is completely different.
I think it's so important for going second. And just like doing cool like Plague Stack, Card Trooper Mill stuff. I like that too. Being able to fill up your grave against a deck that doesn't want to interact with your Rykos, like frogs. Alrighty, we have a Armageddon send Sirocco probably. Drop Dad.
Dad.
Nah, no Dad. Oh, okay, there's a crow. Now Samo's gonna drop Dad next turn.
He's gonna drop Gores.
Look, Samo, he's gonna be skilled enough to have the Dad in his hand, alright?
Like the small talk and not commenting on the gameplay. Yeah, that's me. I get distracted, you know.
I'm gonna angle my shield up every time so you miss the L cancel timings.
So him
Is
going
Cybertron-
for Vayu there makes me think he either has DDV or he just wanted to attack with Arma and not attack with.
Interesting.
Yeah, we need a question for the Vayu Master. Is Cyber Dragon good going second against Vayu Turbo?
I don't necessarily think it's good, but like in the mirror, Cyber Dragon is better than Hamster going second.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
hate it.
Yeah. Not good, not bad. It's like, eh.
I mean, especially if they're keeping in DDVs, you can sometimes just get the jump on them with like Sidra Caius into a set. It's all right, you know.
Yeah,
Give
even
me
just
a-
like taking out DDV.
Oh,
turns.
speaking
Great.
of,
We were just talking about it.
Oh.
also it's nice for your Sorks, I guess, too, right?
Yup.
King, I don't know. Somebody could check on the original Deck Devastators 8 challenge whether these two played in bracket or not. It'd be interesting if this is a rematch. I didn't keep track of that.
Crow. Okay.
Just Sidra attack pass. I feel like Flashy has a read on Gores and it seems like it's a good read.
A back row feels like deck devy, but it could be anything, I guess.
Well, there's one deck dev milled too, which makes it feel
If
less likely.
could be bottomless, but yeah, it is less likely to be deck devy, but it just feels like deck devy.
Could be. Am I crazy for thinking it could just be like MST?
Oh. No, it could.
Wait,
be
this is
also just
good.
DMST.
This is good. Oh, these mills are terrible though. Those are some of the worst mills.
It doesn't matter. You're +1 for breathing.
+1 for breathing.
I mean, yeah, it's just
And we
like
don't care about Gores now.
now.
We played around Gores last time. We don't care about it now.
Now Samo doesn't have to respect. Like they can start committing really hard. The only thing they care about is like Mirror Force. That's like the big punish card now. Because there's no Gores, no Torrential.
What you're saying, Flashy can
I'm saying Samo.
or
Now that
he can punish?
well, I'm saying now that Torrential and Gores are gone, that allows.
Oh, he
Samo to-
milled Torrential. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
You're so smart.
That
Oh,
is smart.
thanks.
Deck Devy, I freaking called
You did
it.
call it. You did call it. I was like, oh, there's already one engraved. No way.
This guy has the reads.
Ryko, Gale, and Plague. Oh, Brain. Burial. Okay. There's definitely some gas. Greffer can't do anything. Yeah, that's a pretty good deck dev. It's crazy deck dev is actually like doing work in the mirror here. Both game 1 and game 2, we've seen deck dev do something real.
Fraser Smith's OnlyFans. That's a username if I've ever seen one.
We that was discussed earlier in the stream. Allows you to Raikou check and establish your own Raikou too. You mean like Sidra? Yeah. I like that Sidra can like completely flip tempo and make it like you're the one that went first. That's really nice. Because there's a lot of times where it's like you just need to be able to get the Raikou off the field so you can set your back row. Oh wait, that actually helps Samu, right?
Yeah. It's better than Raikou. Still working on the dead Greffer, but
Yeah, make Greffer dead still though.
yeah, but it does turn his Burial on. And the Sirocco.
This is where scouting matters, because now you're like, does he play Kaiku? This is what I'm thinking. Because if he plays Kaiku, I'm like, I gotta summon this guy. And if he doesn't play Kaiku, then I can just chill.
That's a really good insight. Thank you for that. Because that's not something I would have even thought about very much. I don't play Vayu mirrors.
Yeah, Kaiku's scary, but it's also like kind of dead sometimes.
Kaiku's so crazy in the Vayu mirror, though. I love that it protects your grave, too.
Yeah, I want to fit Kaiku in. Like, I want to fit one Kaiku in, but it's so hard.
Into the main?
No, in the side.
Oh, I thought you were playing one.
No, I'm not right now.
All right.
What is the best going second card against Vayu? I personally want to say Card Trooper. What do you guys think?
It's Card Trooper.
Yeah.
Or Mind Control. God, fuck. How did you not play that card 10 foot? How did you ever think that card was bad in the Vayu mirror?
I considered it high risk, high reward. Like I never said, yeah, that's what I told people who asked about it. And I don't like variance. I like consistency, which is probably the reason I switched to frogs. Like you make the dupe lock, you make the dupe lock. You don't have to rely on
I think
big cards.
At a certain point though, you just have to be like, you can consistently be like, I don't know, an 8 out of 10, or you can be inconsistently have the same value, but you're more likely to spike and do well.
Yeah. At some point, you should say, you know what, I'm okay with the high variance because it means my high rolls are way higher.
Yeah.
I guess that's why people play combo.
Yeah.
Combo's
but then again, you reevaluate and you're like, wait, why am I playing this game at all? Isn't it to have fun? It's like if I have more fun consistently bubbling than I would like sometimes, scrubbing out and sometimes doing well, then Dark End on the set monster, which was a hamster. Nice. And we know the other are Burial Brain.
Fun. David in chat said what I was thinking. Winning is fun.
Indeed. Very true, Sonori. Every top 8, it's like the beginning of top 8 or top 16, we're like, wow, so many decks. Then you get to finals, it's like a Vayu mirror. You're like, how'd this happen? Pretty good prison there. So we have a kind of a juicy Burial if we want to use it. Plus with Brain, we could go Burial, stack something, and synchro it off if you commit something that's level 6 or below.
He also stacked this turn, so that means his next draw is not deck devable.
I see.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Do we know what it is? Oh, it's Greffer. It's Greffer, Burial.
Greffer, Burial, Brain,
Yeah. That's kind of... I don't think I've ever done that, where use Plague to guarantee your next draw doesn't get deck dev. That's kind of funny.
You don't play Plague in your Camilla Cat list.
Yeah, I don't.
Do you? Yeah, okay, there we go. That's why.
I've tried
Or
it
else
out before.
obviously you would.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem bad.
It's nice to be able to put Titanial back or like put Cat back if you have Monkey
Yeah.
Hand. But
You just have so many tuners already though.
I also have Tomato and Sangan to like get it. And I have like Call and Limb Reverse. So it does seem good. But it's mainly the normal summons for me. I just don't want to have like a hand of like 6 normal summons and then like lose to a Monarch Train or something like that. Lose to literally Brio bounce my monster every turn. So are all value lists just Sizzle 41? I don't think so, actually. I don't think
I'm pretty sure these two guys are both playing 40.
I think they are. We can count, I guess, if we really cared.
I just counted Samu's. He's playing 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
Special. Okay, what?
Oh, whoa.
Whoa. He's just revealing. He's just revealing the grepper.
Oh, right. Is he?
Doesn't go for anything here. All right. So having the brain is pretty nice because it has, I think, deterred Flashy from going really aggressive into Samu. With brain and access to plague, sort of.
Having a brain is always nice.
True.
Literally and in Yu-Gi-Oh!
So if that draw for turn was Caius, that'd be pretty good. Doesn't seem like it.
That's a good
That's
draw.
a good draw. Yeah. Yeah, pretty good draw. Pretty good draw. Would you go for a burial play this turn or no, or wait?
I would probably wait just because of Sirocco shenanigans, but you have Garden now.
Yeah, you have Garna now. You want to play around Hamster, but then you play her into Mirror Force.
You do have one hamster gone.
Yeah.
One hamster, one Raikou.
Yeah.
The set could just be like a plague. There's 2 value banished, so it's unlikely to be value. I think it's probably a Raikou set.
Yeah, it's probably. I mean, but it could be Hamster too. So you just want to play around it, I guess.
Yeah. Who got me on ulti Thestalos? Actually saw, I think multiple top 16 decks were playing Thestalos in the main, which is pretty cool.
Ulti, the South looks so good.
I'm pretty sure Tim Pontes was playing Thestalos, which makes so much sense. In Offering Frogs, you can just like chain the Thestalos summons to just like hand loop them almost.
That's toxic.
That sounds so cool.
Yeah. I don't know if that deck's real, but he's top 2 tournaments in a row.
Well, yeah, top 16 at least. It was a plague.
Oh, nice read.
I mean, I said Raikou. I'm not gonna take credit for that one. I was just going through the list in my brain.
Okay.
And that back row's not Bottomless or Deep Prison, most likely.
Back row could be a return. That'd be funny.
Return MST.
Yeah. Yeah. Those sound like the most likely to me. Burial?
Return's not
also
doing too much.
It's Samu kind of, I feel like Flashy did not draw much gas while Samu was under the deck dev, which is unfortunate for Flashy. Kind of had Samu in a weak spot and couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, Card Trooper Contact into Chimera Tech deck dev is like the dream, but no, couldn't capitalize like you said.
Got the advantage. You would have been in a weird spot without those cards.
Big think. I mean, okay.
Plague in the grave.
If it's return set,
yeah, it could be
I see
return.
why it would be.
Yeah. I was just thinking that. I'm like, okay, big think makes me believe it's more likely to be return or burial in the back row. Senmu's winning, getting past this board with Grepher Armor, Necro, and BrainCon Burial is too much. The BrainCon is actually looming quite large here.
If you know Flashy's playing Kaiku, and my opponent goes big think.
Oh wow, both players have BrainCon. Okay, this could be huge.
Okay.
Spooky.
If we make our own 8, then the BrainCon gets significantly worse for Samo.
Surely you're activating effect. Surely you didn't think that hard to brain and then still think.
Yeah, Dark Law. I would say DD Crow is significantly better into Vayu than it is into Frogs. Okay, I take it back. Forgs, Fishborg Frogs, I think DD Crow is better. But
Yes.
Hero Frogs, I don't like Vayu. I don't like Crow that much. I think Crow is way better against Vayu than it is against Hero Frogs.
I think Crush is horrible against Hero Frog.
Yeah. I mean, it hits junk and sometimes it hits Miracle Fusion, but it's generally I don't like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes it hits Treeborn for damage, but
Yeah, like a tempo Treeborn. Or like early game send swap or swap send Treeborn, you crow it, then somehow get rid of swap or something. Could be nice, but
I have that same opinion. It's like it'll be bad more often than it's good. So
Mr. 10-foot, how often are you playing on slow release games 2, 3?
pretty much every time unless I know the player's list, because you don't want to randomly. It's always
See,
nice to have a.
that's what Fitz was saying. Fitz was saying he also always plays around slow release.
I've asked so many people this, and it's like 50-50 down the line if they play around it or not.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've definitely gotten punished by leaving a Treeborn in deck and then drawing it later, but it's a good practice. Like even in Frogmares, where there's Soul Release, there's Karma Cut, there's Kaiku, so a lot of things to like be thinking
Right,
about.
all of those punish the double send, whereas like Crow is the main one, right? I guess Book of Moon. Book of Moon is another one that punishes only one. Or Book of Life,
yeah.
I mean.
Oh yeah, versus zombies, I'm always.
So we stole the Grepher to pitch our own Sirocco, send Vayu, presumably. The third Vayu from the deck. Yeah. Make Armed Wing. Are we
Not what you want to see, since you already have Sirocco in Graveyard.
This is going to be the last Vayu, too, that we get to... Unless we have Returner Burial. Let's see. Going for Armed Wing.
He also has Plague
Yeah,
in Graveyard.
I think...
He didn't stack preemptively, so that means he wants both cards in his hand. Or else he would have stacked first and shuffled.
Right. So I think you stack and probably synchro off the Grepher to not give it back to them.
Yeah, but this play is so weak if that's like all it is.
And we know Samo has the Brain. We have to think about the crackback play with Brain Burial. And a Gardna engrave. This is tough. Watch the backer just be MST for Flashy. Yeah, we're going for the Plague here.
Going for the play here.
Haha.
Oh my god, what wordplay.
Oh, rapper.
We have
That's what I used to do before professional Yu-Gi-Oh.
professional Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah.
Oh, you have a video like you paid for rent with playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
No. The fake video. Funnily enough, that was actually sustainable for like 2 months, and then after that, it's just like
It's so hard.
you're better off with a real career, you know.
Or even like another card game.
Oh yeah, we need to get into Riftbound. Like that's actually where that's going to be big. I feel like.
I'm definitely playing Riftbound when it comes out.
I've
sure.
never played League, but I might give it a shot if it's
Oh, you have
mechanically interesting.
Yeah.
All I
Right
care about
now-
is the mechanics.
Brio return. Even if you have Brio return, it's not good.
I
Yeah, I'm
mean,
putting Edison to make Riftbound content.
I mean, I guess Brio return, you get brained is the problem.
Oh, but you could Brio return, and then wait, you would get 2 values in Sirocco, and then you could bounce value back to your hand, bounce value back to your hand, pitch. So actually, would it be game?
Okay, hurry up.
Wait, I think it would be.
Can return kill through Gardna.
Sirocco plus Armed Wing plus
23, 23, 2,000, 800, 800. And Gardna can stop.
no, you would
days.
bounce value back to your hand and then pitch. Bounce value back to your hand.
You already used Grepper's effect, didn't you?
No, like Brio
Oh,
pitch.
for Brio. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But
Yeah.
I'm too lazy to do the math right now.
To summon another Armed Wing. Makes sense. Yeah. That has to be the line, right? I mean, it feels like this is the all-in turn. Assuming, this is also just assuming it's return in the back row.
Yeah, if it's not return,
Okay.
it's just such a.
Maybe we haven't decided between the level 8 and the level 6 yet.
That'd be bad. Nerves are getting to you.
Yeah, this is definitely nerves.
Okay, we have decided on level 6.
Somebody said there's like a poker.
We're going
pro.
for Goyo. Yeah, this is not a return. There's no way that's
Yeah.
return.
Oh, this is bad.
Garden.
he's
That
just
gets
Gardna.
Gardenet. That gets Gardenet.
Oh no. I'm in danger.
This is okay. Interesting. We know it's return, or we know it's burial, brain, and an unknown.
Ring.
4 darks and grave for Samo. Interesting.
3. You got options.
Yeah, I really wish we knew that third card for Samo, because that's going to really impact this turn.
No, chat. I feel like people are giving flashy crap, but like he has to decide like dark end, send, and then pass back ref or not, and then he has to count how many outs he can draw. Samu can draw for Greffer. I think it was like a really hard turn. It's definitely the turn that
Oh, yeah, for
decides
sure.
the match. So I feel like you should take your time here.
It's tricky with knowing that Samo has so much gas on the crackback makes every decision so high leverage, I should say. Yeah.
No, that's a spot for sure. And just because, like, a lot of times you'll see the first play, the obvious play, but then you also have to consider like every other play. So
For sure. I mean,
yeah, you have a lot blind.
that's definitely been a thing where it's like, you know, if you're playing like zombies or something, you can go through these crazy lines, and then at the end be like, I'm just gonna set Pyramid Turtle and pass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's that, you know, that one Hikaru
Yeah.
short
Yeah.
where he goes like, I could do this, and then he does this, but I'm too lazy, so I'm just gonna castle, or like a fucking.
Yeah.
So funny.
Samu is gonna target. Oh, do we have Solemn in the back row? Okay, these are gonna be the targets. Is it that? I mean, that kind of hints at the back row Solemn, right? Because I mean, I guess you could just ask for targets for the fun of it.
Or just to like beta misplay, I guess. I was gonna say,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I don't know what interacts with the targets very much, but
You could burial it for him.
yeah, burial it for him. What? This is a crazy play. Normal
Why is this
Cyber
cool?
Dragon.
Just trying to put more value gas.
To make Silverwind.
You can make
We-
threaten Black Rose.
Oh,
We-
Black Rose first. Oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Wait, but we stack the brain. Stack the brain, Black Rose of Field is the play. That's really interesting. And not a line I would have thought of, probably. This is probably not a line I would have thought of. Wow. Anything here. And now if they solemn...
Bad card. Yo, Compulse is a bad card, right, Sizzle?
I think...
I mean, against value, it's good for sure.
Oh yeah.
how do
we
people
signed
not
up.
side Compulse? I love Compulse.
Yeah.
I can't fit. Can't
So
fit. There's too
good.
much. There's too many decks. There's too many decks.
Black rose the whole field. Is this going through?
There's no way he keeps in Solemn in the mirror.
Yeah, you probably don't have Solemn.
You have Starlight
point.
Gamer.
If you have Starlight here, I'm screaming. There's no way.
Starlight
no
Road.
way.
Starlight Road would be hilarious.
Most fake finals.
Like, even if you
Response? Do you have a
out.
response to Black Rose?
No, he's like pounding his monitor right now.
Okay. Okay. Oh my god, that's a game winner right there. Oh my god. It was heavy and it was return. He newly set return. He just set return.
That sucks.
I think Flashy maybe should have waited.
Samu's 2-time champ. That's game, right?
Well,
He has
no.
2 values?
Oh, he has 2? This is
Does
game
he?
then.
He brought back
No,
value.
he's only got 1 value thing.
Not game, but
Oh, wait,
it's
what
one
did he bring back?
I mean,
He
so,
went
I
2
see.
value.
He doesn't have the second.
Yeah,
He doesn't have the second target. Yeah, my bad. Alright,
Wow.
Sirocco?
But he's
yeah.
also got brain. He's drawing brain for turn.
Oh, GG?
Samo's drawing brain for turn. If this is like a Raikou, then he can survive. Flashy can survive with a Raikou draw here. Wow. I think Flashy probably should have waited a turn. If you're staring at return in your hand, maybe hold the brain and try and do that turn next turn maybe. I don't remember the board state before. It was Greffer and other stuff, right?
yeah. Or what was I gonna say? You guys were like talking about Hikaru. It takes a ton of discipline to like see a bunch of options and say, you know what, not enough gas, and then
It was Sirocco!
wait. Why
Wait.
did
He doesn't have brain. He knows he has brain, that's why.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's why,
he
okay.
knows the brain in hand.
Gotcha. GG. Multi-tournament champs. Same
Wow,
Yeah,
multi-deck dev
Samu's
champion.
crazy.
That's crazy. Another win for Samo Pusteno. Or let me actually put respect on his name for once. For Samo Opusteno.
He's so good. When I watch his replays, I'm very impressed every time.
Yeah. Speaking the language that I don't
Italian.
understand.
Speaking to Europe.
yeah, they're speaking European over here. What's going on? Wow, congrats to both of them. They both piloted Vayu to a very strong finish. All those Europeans going crazy in this one. We had 3 Europeans in top 4, and one of the Sackface proteges, right?
No, don't call him that. He's
He
his
is
own
his own
person.
player.
Yeah,
He has
exactly.
his own
True.
own inhibitions. That would be disrespectful.
Sippy's gonna start playing Glad soon. No. Yeah.
no.
Congrats to Sippy. Great run. I like seeing. I think Gigaplant making top 4 is pretty good. Good, healthy for the format. You know, it's probably the highest placing Gigaplant at a major tournament, right? Because
Oh, I think it is.
it got tied for 5th at Orlando, right?
Yes.
And now here it's tied for 3rd. So that's pretty cool. Highest Gigaplant finish that we know of, off the top of our heads. Yeah. Thank you everyone for tuning into the stream. Hit us up with a like on your way out. And thanks to my co-commentators, 10-Foot and Sizzle, holding it down so I could keep the energy up.
For sure.
Thanks for hosting.
Yep.
Oh yeah, for sure. You did a lot of work for this.
Yeah. Well, you know.
When's the next one? When's the next one?
Next one,
We'll have to find out. But stay tuned to the channel if you want to see the top 16 deck lists and statistics based on this tournament. What decks did well, what decks had a high win rate, even if they didn't make top 16 maybe. And with that, I'll say adios.